Yeah.
Um. Um.
Why are you making all this noise for?
And yeah, you live.
Why?
A little lawyering. Part one.
A little lawyering. We do a little lawyering. Okay.
Tell me
Cool.
when.
When? Right now?
Wait, Ami, did you press it?
No, I didn't. I'm still sitting on the new game screen.
Okay, okay.
Why don't you do a little countdown? You count down.
Alright, alright. On three.
Uh-huh.
1, 2, 3.
Oh my god, what language is my game in?
Oh no.
We'll figure it out. Oh no, it's in Japanese. Alright.
Yes, I got mine in Japanese.
We got it, we got it.
I know what I like.
I would've just heard some dude speaking to me. Just like a genuine white person that came off the ship. Did you see her?
Right? Wait,
She's
that
like,
guy's in 3D. Hold on.
hello?
Wait, wasn't Ieyasu around? Tokugawa Ieyasu.
Ieyasu? Oh my goodness. Did you know that Rinosuke Naruhodo shot and killed Tokugawa Ieyasu?
Oh my god, he's a murderer! I didn't know he killed somebody, oh my god.
He's so stupid. Why would he have his finger on the trigger?
Why? You don't know? He don't know trigger discipline. Oh my god. This is why he's part of the archery team.
He's ready to shoot. So anyway, I started blasting.
The great departure.
Let's go.
Woo!
I've never played this game before. Actually, this is my first time.
Oh really? I've only seen that cutscene once.
Oh, just once? Is this your second time playing this game?
No.
Oh, a new player. I see.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe I should have read that. 22nd November.
I'm not the protagonist this time. This is you.
Girl, it's gone. I was so used to not being Ryunosuke. 22nd November, 8:43 a.m.
I mean, it's not him, but
it's something I should read. Supreme Court of Judicature, Attendance, Defendants, Antechamber 5. I'm illiterate. Don't worry about it. I still can't believe it. I still can't believe this is happening. How could it be that just beyond the
no, there's my wheezing laugh. Oh my god.
Do it again. Huh? You ever want to hear that?
Not yet. It'll come about. I know it will.
How long have I been streaming? Like a few minutes?
Come on.
How could it be that just beyond the doors to this quiet little chamber is the highest court in Japan, waiting to decide my fate? Why don't you read this? You gotta be the bailiff this time.
Bailiff.
Yes.
Yeah. What?
Oh, no, nothing.
Save your girls, murderer.
You know you gotta get real goofy later on, too. Sorry.
I get to be all the judges, oh my god.
Wait a minute. This is Ryunosuke Naruhodo?
That's Ryunosuke Naruhodo?
Hey. Oh, I'm out of here.
Naruhodo.
My name is Ryunosuke Naruhodo. I'm a second-year student at the Imperial Yume University. 3 days ago, I somehow found myself in the middle of a horrifying incident. And now here I am, awaiting my trial. Uh-oh.
I forgot who comes about. No, sorry. That's no.
It's just Asogi Kazuma himself.
Oh my god.
I'm like,
Anyways, he's not obliged to answer to such abuse, officer. And who are you? I'm this man's lawyer. I'll be defending him today. Lawyer? I keep giving this man different voice. I don't know what it is.
It's fine, don't worry about it.
Yes, and until the judge has given his verdict on the case,
He's just built a little
no
different.
one has the right to treat him as a criminal. So you will not. So you will hold your tongue. Technicalities. Look at you. You haven't even graduated yet. And yet, I still seem to know better than you how a court officer should behave. Right, Ryunosuke?
Oh, yes, of course, sorry.
What are you apologizing to me for?
Man, Kazuma Soge, am I right? This guy, huh?
Yeah, this guy.
Oh, No, I suppose that wasn't my fault. But really, Kazuma, I never meant to drag you into this. I'm sorry.
There you go again, apologizing.
You should just have like a audio recording of Yuichi Nakamura.
I can't do it.
I think Kazuma should just screamed a little bit in this game.
Though,
like high pitch.
I must say, you've been all over the newspaper these past few days. Yume University professor murdered in cold blood by student. But obviously, you didn't actually do it, did you?
Of course not. You have to believe me. I didn't do it. I could never murder someone. I don't know. According to Archive of Our Own,
Then there's nothing to worry about. Straighten yourself up. Hold your head high.
you mean?
I believe you. I know you're innocent, Ryunosuke.
Where's that wind coming from? But you haven't heard that before, huh?
Yeah, you're real funny. You're a real funny guy.
You're so funny, huh? It's so funny.
Did you come up with that yourself?
Kazuma
clicked it?
Sogi, my best friend, also in his second year at Yume University. But he's far more clever than I. A star student, in fact. He's even a qualified lawyer. Impressive considering he's still an undergraduate? Can you let me finish?
Impressive. The very concept of lawyers is only a few years old. Here in Japan, anyways. My qualifications don't mean much. Yet.
You said exactly the same thing 3 days ago. But I'm proud to have a friend like you, Kazuma. Truly. 3 days ago. Yes, that's when all this started. Damn, baby.
Ooh la la!
Ooh.
Congratulations, indeed.
Congratulations, Kazuma. You're such a baddie. It looks like you're gonna get to study abroad at last.
I know,
Yeah? Let's go on.
I know, I've been forever dreaming of this day. Finally, the
Kazuma
government
looking at his
elites
script.
have acknowledged my academic achievements and successes in court.
So you'll be representing Japan as you immerse yourself in the most sophisticated legal system in the world. They didn't tell about the racism yet. I'm really happy for you, and proud as your friend. There's not a soul in this university who doesn't know Kazuma's name. He's a living legend. It's like there's some mysterious aura billowing around his temple.
I want to bring about change in our own legal system. That's why I have to cross the ocean to see the real thing with my own eyes.
And that's all he had to do in London, by the way. The heart of the British Empire. I wish I could see it too.
Then come with me. We'd have a wild time tearing up the streets of Her Majesty's Kingdom of London together.
Kingdom? Oh, damn. If only it were that simple.
Streets. Oh dear, look at the time. I'd better get going.
Oh, that time already? Oof, I gotta go. Alright, I'll see you later. I think I'll stay and enjoy this place a little longer.
Good idea. After all, it's not every day you get to visit a high-class Western restaurant like this. See you in English class tomorrow then, partner.
Eyeball? Wait, come back!
Why he teleport out of here?
It's that instant transmission. He moves like they do. It was straight after that. That's when it happened. Oh.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm munching.
Do I have to be Yujin Mikotoba?
You get to be the man.
I'm a little shy.
I know you're shy around your man, but let's go.
I don't know, because I went to too shy voicing Varrock, that's for sure. Anyway. I don't even know what to make him sound like. I'll figure it. He doesn't sound like that.
I know that's...
Asogi, may I have a word?
No, let's not do that to our boy. Do I have to voice him again? I can.
I mean, you don't have to. Didn't you? You
Okay.
wanted... I was gonna make you Susato again
I'll
anyway,
I'll
so...
be Jigoku.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'll be Judge.
That's
And then
alright.
you, oh my god, you get to be, get to be the other guy across the, get to the prosecutor.
Oh, Lord. Oh, God. That'd be exciting.
Yes. You know what voice you have to give him. I'm
Kazuma?
sorry, I was making fun. Professor, I didn't know you were coming.
My eye tracker was sitting firmly on the second button on his chat.
It's only the button and nothing more.
Notice that button was a little loose, Kazuma. Do you want me to... Well, this case has personal significance to me.
You went into that and then say Mikotoba's line and all. Not again. Not again where I think it's part of the
It's only been 12 minutes.
Freaking chamber, antechamber, jeez.
But never
Kazuma.
mind that for now, Asogi. You should go immediately to the judge's chambers. It's only been 12 minutes, by the way.
I know. To His Excellency's chambers. Why? Oh, why? I know why.
I think I read something about this once. He was looking for you before.
So smart.
I think I went to poipiku.com and saw a little something savory. You advocating for the defense in this trial was a sudden decision. It seems there may be some confusion about procedures today as a result. Who is this man? I'm sorry, this man, but I've never seen him before in my life. I feel as though I've seen him at university before.
Rinosuke got a little fruity there for some reason.
Have you seen him?
See. I'll go at once. Then? Go
I shall accompany you.
Hey, what's with that look?
Looking at me?
You looking at me?
Oh,
This should have been a
I'll see you in the courtroom.
winking sprite for Kazuma.
Oh,
He just
no.
winks. Yeah. Thanks, Kazuma.
That said, yes.
Yeah. Oh, some alone time? Man.
That's all you.
This is awkward. I say that. If I may. Yes, sorry? You must be the defendant. Rinosuke Naruhodo, I believe. Yes, that's right. My name is Yujin Mikotoba. I'm a professor of forensic science at Yume University. Almost said prosecutor. Professor Mikotoba. I've heard that name from Kazuma before. As I recall, he's been pushing to get the government to agree to Kazuma studying abroad. Asogi has told me about you. You and he are best friends, I understand. As such, I feel you should know. Know what? Well, as you've no doubt heard, Asogi has been granted permission to go and study in Great Britain. However, if he should fail to defend you in today's trial, I'm afraid that permission will be revoked and never granted again. What?
Nani?
Nani? As I suspected, you were unaware of this. I had a feeling Asoge may have chosen not to tell you. The vibration. He's agreed to defend me knowing that if he fails, his dreams would be shattered? I should make Ryunosuke sound fruity, huh? I'm feeling it. But I don't understand. Why would the government do such a thing? The administration has to choose from a large number of applicants for overseas study. It's very difficult to persuade them to grant permission, even the most favorable of circumstances. I don't believe it. But I didn't do it. I swear it. I'm not a murderer. I would never do that. I'm sure that's true, nevertheless.
Oh my
I can
God, Bobby.
assure you that.
Somebody posted Barak here, holding the cover of a.
Mr. Barak holding the PS4 edition of the game.
Yeah, there's like why? That's the
Why?
why.
He's holding my edition of the game. He's holding my copy of The Greatest Attorney. He gave it to me personally, okay? He delivered it to me in my house. I can assure you that proving your innocence will be no easy task. You see,
You
there
wish
are
Barak was your
certain...
delivery man.
I wish. I wanted him to give me my packages and be like, could you sign here, ma'am? And then not tell me to have a good day when I tell him to have a good day.
Dang. Doesn't reply back, you're like,
Oh, okay. He must be having a bad day today.
the cold shoulder, I think.
I'll get to him one day. Oh, Mr. Van Deeks, I don't have a way to pay for this.
I can pay in another form. If you so wish.
He's like, could you please sign here, man? You see, there are certain peculiarities about today's trial. Sorry?
I like how Ryunosuke
do
says
you mean?
sorry like he just can't hear you.
I do
Like-
that too, though.
Like he couldn't believe what you said. He's like, sorry?
I'll do that too. I'll have customers say something weird, and I'll be like, sorry? Like, you say it again?
I mean, I do too. It's just fine when Ryunosuke does it. It's like he doesn't want to hear what was just
Right. I love it. I love his little speech quirks.
said.
You'll soon understand once proceedings get underway. God, I hate it when they do this. Like, literally just tell them what's going on.
Yeah, but what?
But then what should I do? Well, naturally, I'm not going to suggest doing anything that could lead to a conviction.
He's dancing around the corner.
Right? So...
This man knows a lot of things. Just to now know this. This man knows a lot right now.
What do you mean? He didn't do anything. He doesn't know a
No.
thing. As soon as the trial starts, the judge will pose a certain question to the defense. When that happens, you must answer before anyone else. You must say, I do. I
He do. He does it.
He
Yes.
does it! Splat Tim, he does it! But what will the question be? Surely not... Do you accept the accusations brought before you? Of course not. Uh-oh. Let's go, bailiff.
Defendant! Court is about to begin procedure. The culture at once. I don't know if I'm good.
It's
This man
different
didn't want to give
voices.
away. This man wouldn't give away answers. He was stalling the whole time. I know he would.
That's not his voice. It would seem our surreptitious discussions are about to be cut short.
I guess that's the word. I don't know.
He's looking at the at the definition on his phone and he's saying it. So allow me to summarize. Kazuma Sogi must not be the defense lawyer in this trial.
I'll be defending myself. I'll do it.
Of course, as the defendant, the final decision is yours.
What would that make Kazuma even if Ryunosuke was defending himself? Was just Kazuma there as like
Emotional support, yeah.
reassurance?
His what do they call it?
It's a bosom buddy.
Comfort. His boob pal.
His boo thing.
Your Honor, this is my little boo thing, Kazuma Sugi. Oh, okay.
Yeah?
Bailiff? Are we bailiffing over here?
What are you waiting for? Do you want to be found guilty for failing to appear?
Bro, I'm literally right here.
There's no point in anyone advocating for the like of you anyway.
The bailiff said, not too fond of gay people. This is it. If the trial goes badly, Kazuma's dreams of studying abroad are over. And what's more, I'll be found guilty. Murder. What's wrong? I told you what I was gonna do. And so...
No, keep going. No,
absolutely no idea what lay ahead. I embarked on that unforgettable trial. Fine, I'll make us sound like a real man. I want another chance.
No. I mean, like,
innocence.
natural.
That trial would decide my destiny.
No.
22nd of November, 9 a.m. Supreme Court. Judicial Courtroom 2.
He's a 9 Supreme Court.
So, this is a courtroom.
The Supreme Court of Judicature. I can't do it.
Hey, this is canon for Kazuma.
Judicature. No court in the land has more power.
You speak up, Kazuma. I cannot hear you.
I like this back. Okay, this is like you see how freaking Ryunosuke's hair does the thing. You see?
Yeah, his
he's got the trajectory.
It makes him aerodynamic. If he Naruto runs, he gains so much speed. I don't much like the look of those people sitting in the public gallery. Lots of military and other uniforms in there. A lot of guys in the stand, huh?
Have demanded that this is a secret trial.
A secret trial?
Do you want to get all the answers wrong so we can just have Kazuma's reaction?
Kazuma's literally gonna kill Ryunosuke.
I remember going back through getting wrong answers. Oh!
Yeah, I could do that.
A trial that's closed to ordinary members of the public. Only military and government officials may attend.
What? But why?
It'll become clear in time. But for now...
Oh man, when he looks forward... Don't even get me started.
You need to concentrate for this. It's about to begin. It's just like the casual animation to him looking forward is because like he like drops his head to bring it back up, but it's like a lulled rotation of his head, and I'm like...
I want to get like all the like I want to see a gif of that. There he is. Is that Voss or Ebion?
Ebion.
Oh,
The court will now hear the trial of Ryunosuke.
this is a serious trial, Kazuma. The prosecution is ready, Your Excellency.
Everybody gives him this voice, and I love it. Like everybody knows the voice that needs to be given.
That's just him.
Yes. As is the defense. Before we begin, there is one point of order I would like to confirm. Yesterday evening, the defense made a last-minute request for the change of advocate. That's correct, Your Excellency. I made the request myself. Normal procedure is for the defense's advocacy to be decided 2 days prior to trial. As this is an unusual circumstance, I am obliged to ask for formal confirmation now. Sorry, final. Who advocates for the defendant in this trial?
This little smudge in the script I see. This is it.
This is it.
This. Jigoku, I'm stuck. How did you get stuck? How did you get stuck? Who's gonna defend me? That's the question the professor meant. But what if I say I do?
Do you?
I need to answer quickly. What should I do? I think I'm gonna wait and see. You know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We're taking a fucking game over.
He literally forgot, like, literally what Yujin said at the very beginning.
Yuji was like, this is super important. Please don't forget. Say I do. He's like, huh.
I don't know
supposed
if
to say
I
it?
do. I can't defend myself.
I don't really know. This is kind of weird. Kazuma is the lawyer here. I can't defend myself. If I said I do, it'd be tantamount to lying. I don't know about this. And I've been accused of murder, for goodness sake. This is no time for lies. Ah!
Oh! Tried to stop fidgeting, Ryunosuke. It's distracting.
Why is it so distracting? I don't say I defend myself now. Things
The
could
way
end
his, like,
very
headband
badly for
also
me.
stops flowing, which means he's super serious.
Jazz music stops. It's literally. I love it.
Mm.
This was
I'm
the
sorry, I'm
face. You're eye tracker. Eye tracker.
Eye tracker? I have to. I'm saving my clip though. Oh my god, wait! If it saved that!
Wait a
I
minute.
forgot! I'm in the party, did it save on my end too? Oh my god. I just forgot.
Girl.
Your Excellency, no confirmation is needed. As
Just a
I'm
quick-
standing here beside the defendant, I hope it's clear. Excuse me?
Hold on, Ryunosuke. I'm going to sneeze. All right, like this is serious.
This man just interrupted me! What is the meaning of this unruly outburst?
I would like to inform the court that I, Ryunosuke Naruhodo, will be defending myself. He's
You'll be... What?
look at that posture.
What are you playing at, Ryunosuke?
Professor Mikotoba told me everything.
No, you should read it like this. Professor Mikotoba told me everything, just now before the trial.
I guess.
I'm just kidding. Don't do that. He did what?
He said that your dreams of studying abroad would be dashed if you were to lose. Kazuma, what can I go out there and be on my own? The whole world to see.
He's gonna do the thing. How sad. It means you don't have faith in me. You won't be able.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
think I won't be able to get you off?
Woo! Yeah, let's go.
Woo!
Woo!
Yep. Yep.
No, it's not that really. It's just that, well, on the off chance
He
that
didn't
things
deny
don't
it.
go well for me, I couldn't bear to be the reason. It's like an underhand, like right beneath the.
The reason that you ... he didn't. Yes. I knew that's how you'd feel. Which is exactly why I did not. I decided not to tell you.
I just don't want any stains on the floor, Kazuma.
Have stuck his nose in.
He would be like, I can't believe Kazuma's so mean. Like, he's always been like this.
Right? Very well. The court hereby recognizes the defense's desire to advocate for himself in today's trial.
Well, well. Does the accused admit defeat already? Renouncing his own counsel? Really? Whoa!
Make no mistake, counsel. This merely shows the defendant's innocence is so apparent he's confident he can speak for himself. Isn't that so, Naruhodo-san?
OMG?
Wow. He wasn't listening.
Huh? Oh, yes, exactly. Exactly what I wasn't thinking. I'm not confident at all. In fact, my mind's a complete blank.
I realize you're in charge now, but still, try not to look so familiar.
I think I read that somewhere in AO3. Well, for a mere university student to be brought before the Supreme Court, you must have perpetuated a most heinous crime indeed.
As you are no doubt aware, this is the Supreme Court of Judicature of Japan. Accordingly, the very highest standards of conduct are expected of all present. Do I make myself clear, defendant? Naruhodo.
Crystal. Yes, Your Excellency.
It is therefore my duty to assess your competence for the task you have undertaken.
My competence? What does that mean?
Me trying to look at my folk and like, what does he mean? He's questioning your ability to do the job. As Cosma is my open dictionary.
Cosma, so what does judicature mean? Well, you can't be questioning it more than I am.
Well, let's start with the very simplest of questions.
Oh, yes.
Hardly state before the court the name of the victim in this case.
Oh, well, I know that. Well, that's easy enough. I've heard his name more times than I'd care to remember. But... wait.
The way he's just like looking fine and then...
I'm so nervous I can't even remember that. What was it again?
Ryunosuke. Let me guess. Your mind's phone blank?
What a guy, huh? I like Kazuma a normal amount.
Yeah.
You know me so well.
All the relevant information for the case can be found in the court record.
But I can't even find that.
It's simple. You can access the court record with the press of R1.
Ooh.
If you ever find yourself forgetting something, just consult that. It's all in there.
I got some for you to press right here. I just have to press R1 for the court record? Alright, no time to lose. Alright, let's press R1 real quick.
This is a list of evidence you've collected. Now try searching to people instead with R1.
Uh-huh.
You'll find details about the victim. When you're done, just press circle to go back.
Yo! Kazuma Sogi 23!
23, baby!
Sweet 23. Yuji Mikotoba 42? It's just the right age. Just the right age.
Fine wine. Takatsuchi ouchies.
Yo, you gonna ouchie? Ouchie.
He's like the oldest guy here. And
Yes.
Mikotoba's like graying. This man's not graying yet.
You never know, he could have cut the gray off.
He did, that's why he's bald on the top. Actually, he
Wig.
has a receding hairline.
True. And then John
Remember,
Ho Wilson.
everything you do, the current case, can be found in the court record. Now, you better not keep his excellency waiting any longer. Go on.
Oh, Kazuma. Ah! Anyway.
What happened? Find the victim in the people section of the court record, then press triangle to present. Right now. You want to present?
I'm pretty sure, like, I'm confident that it was Yuji Mikotoba.
Alright.
I'm pretty sure. The victim's name is...
Stop.
Stop.
You're just saying a random name that comes across in the court record, aren't you?
Man, the way he turned, look at it.
I know. It's blatantly obvious from your wide-eyed look of bewilderment.
I just
I must
look like
say,
that.
You're not instilling the court with such confidence here. Quickly, give him the correct answer before he turns his gavel on you. Find it. He's gonna read it again.
Yeah, I don't
Who
think he'll let me goof around here. I think it's later. Right?
No, I think you. No, I goofed around with these people. I goofed around with all of them.
Okay, Asogi Kazuma then.
He'll let you. Like, I think this first trial, like, you don't
Oh,
get anything
yeah.
until, like, yeah.
The victim was none other than Kazuma Asogi. Oh, is that? Then why is that pompous-looking boy with the billowing headband still standing there next to you? Oops!
Oops! Doesn't do that justice.
This man said oops.
Not content with having killed Dr. Wilson, now you're claiming my murder as well?
I wouldn't say that. I haven't killed anyone.
Then concentrate and actually read the court record before you answer.
Oh, I'm so nervous. Okay,
Yeah, you can play around here. I think it's when she comes in. Miss Giselle Brett.
Okay,
Do like one more time.
yeah, Takesuchi Auchi.
I remember I presented him first when I played.
The victim was none other than Takesuchi Auchi.
Then who's the uptight, bespectacled top-knot standing opposite? I like how they both roasted each other
They
across
did.
the courtroom. Now that I'm going back through it, they both literally roasted.
Who's a bespeckled top knot? Sorry, for some reason that just came out even though I know it's wrong. Perhaps you're unaware that I am a master of the ancient No-style sword art. Who cares? Pathetic
And this
little
man's a
child.
swordsman across from you! I don't...
What did you throw it at me? Come on. A
got
pathetic
two
little
feet.
child like you would be sliced to pieces before you even came close to taking my life.
He was foreshadowing about himself.
Huh.
I wouldn't provoke the old Edo spirit. He might draw his blade on you.
You already did that to me, Kazuma, so... I thought courtroom sparring is supposed to be done with words.
Alright, now no more goofing around.
Kind of cringe, Naruhodo, but I get it.
It's going to lie, that's pretty cringe of you.
I got my camera out right now, top 10 cringe moments.
Oh.
Anyways, the victim's name was Dr. John H. Wilson. Well, at least you can
saving the
remember
clip. Hold up.
the name of an esteemed member of your own university.
It took me like 3 tries, but I got there.
I just had to read off the
Dr.
list,
Wilson
actually.
is the visiting professor from England. Invited to Yume University 3 years ago.
This court thing's pretty hard.
Indeed, which is the reason why this case has such profound implication.
What are the lore implications of this?
The British Empire is at present our country's most valuable foreign ally. And as such, of you will... And... Oh god, hold on. As most of you will be aware, you have just signed a new treaty together after lengthy negotiations.
It's fine, Judge Jigoku. That hat's a little too tight on your head.
Who hasn't heard of the Anglo? Japanese Treaty of Friendship and Navigation?
And yet, despite these delicate circumstances, the blood of an Englishman has been spilt on our soil. You two are both undergraduates from the Imperial Yume University, are you not? Murdering a professor from the very institution that provides your education? Have you no honor? But I didn't do it.
This case is coming under great scrutiny from our allies on the other side of the world. The court therefore wishes for a speedy resolution to this matter. In other words, our feeble government is scared of upsetting England's policymakers.
Man.
Convenient and expandable scapegoat to blame for this crime.
So that's why this trial has these unusual peculiarities, is it?
Exactly. Our government needs to convict someone as quickly as possible. All because the victim is an Englishman.
Yes, Dr. Wilson was an Englishman.
Were you thinking, Yunosuke?
But
He's a thinker. He's thinking.
but nationalities and treaties don't make any difference for me here. The fact is, I was there at the scene of the crime. Yeah, we were there. I saw it. Oh boy, looks like I gotta get the heck out of here, yo. I think I can smell blood in the air.
We're about to get going.
Oh my, that's you later.
I like how they replayed this scene specifically as he calls him partner.
Oh yeah,
This thing.
good idea. After all, it's every day you get to
We
visit a
can
high-class
close
Christian
our
restaurant like
eyes.
this.
I don't.
See you in English class tomorrow, then, partner. I think they should have made Cosmo sound like Chills. I think that would have been pretty good. The British Empire. Wow. It's incredible to think.
It's incredible to think.
It is pretty incredible to think. I get it. Wait. I've seen that man at university. I'm sure he's a visiting professor from Great Britain. I don't know his name, but still. I should go and say hello. Clapped him on the back. What's up, man? So, I went over to the professor's table. See, now this is a cute Ryunosuke.
It is. He's like, ha.
A little sheepish.
It's like nervous. And introduced myself to Dr. Wilson. And that's it. For some reason, he just fell over and died. So,
Yeah, I don't know about the gun. I mean, what?
what?
Now then, let me pose my next question to you, depending on the handle. I'm not giving you that question. Maybe say it like that.
It's interesting. Interesting decision. Yes, Your Excellency.
How did the professor of medicine, Dr. John H. Wilson, lose his life? Date before the the cause of death.
The cause of death. The cause of death. Well, obviously that was,
Ryunosuke. Remember that in court, every assertion must be backed up by
It's
evidence.
not true. I played this game. It's not true. They be saying whatever the fuck they feel like saying.
He's a liar because you know what? Actually,
Wait a minute. Are you trying to spoil the game for me? I've never played this game before. Like, evidence?
no.
But how?
Find the piece of evidence that shows the professor's cause of death and
Oh,
present.
I'll do it. It's the university pin, obviously.
Now. Text. Yeah.
The evidence that clearly shows the victim's cause of death is, of course, this. It's the pin.
And on what bias do you present this evidence?
Because I felt like it.
Sorry, basis.
Well, because it was in the court record, of course.
Because Cosmo told me. He said use the court record, and I mean, like,
He told me to throw it at you, so I did 95 miles per hour.
slow down. Why did you pick that? Isn't that something more relevant looking? Isn't there something more relevant looking?
Well, now that you say that, I suppose.
Pick the wrong piece of evidence again, and it won't be a mystery as to your cause of death.
Whoa, Kazuo, come on. We can be civil about this.
Cosmo, you'll be a murderer.
Owie, he cut me. Yikes! He sounds and looks deadly serious.
I mean, he already unsheathed his sword. He was ready.
He was peeking out a little bit.
Find the piece of
Cosmo
evidence that
pants
shows the
grab.
professor's cause of death and select present. Do it now!
I can look
Now
at
you-
it. Victim John H. Wilson, male British.
I didn't look at it. Whoops.
Time of death, you didn't look at it. 19th November, shortly after 2 p.m. Cause of death, single bullet fired at close range. Fatal hemorrhage from pectoral ballistic trauma. No exit wound. Bullet did not pass through body. Well, I mean, it looks like we got this case pretty open and shut. I don't see why we gotta do all this. I get it. Well... according to this document, the victim suffered a hold on. Hemorrhagic death due to gunshot trauma? Blood to read, you imbecile! That's the post-mortem report, I take it? Sorry, yeah, that's right. The, post-mortem report. Cosmo
In the
Soap is
West, a
sitting up.
doctor dissects corpses to identify the cause of death in an autopsy. But here in Japan, a police officer merely inspects the body and draws conclusions that way.
Oh, I see. As long as I'm not going to be tested on any of this later. This is a so-called photographic print of the scene of the crime. Look at it.
Look at it!
Clearly discern scorch marks around the bullet hole produced by the powder explosion. In other words, you should have seen that the victim was shot at close range. Okay. Judge Jigoku, is this thing on? Hello?
Yes, it is.
Where is he?
I have to get his voice out. Hold on. Thank you, Counsel. The court will accept this modern scientific evidence into the record.
Photographic print of the victim has been entered into the court record. A photographic print that shows the victim. He was shot from the front of the chest and subsequently died. I said that wrong. So, that's a photographic print. Well, that's something I've never seen before. It's clearly superior to a drawing. The detail's incredible. Okay. Congratulations, I don't know.
It's just very...
He's super
Yes.
impressed.
Oh, snap, I didn't read that. It said very well, and that was all.
You
Let
know,
us
you can
start
press
the trial.
square to look at the last thing that...
Right, hold on. Very well, I am satisfied with your answers. Let us start the trial.
Well, we didn't even start yet, huh?
Oh,
Okay.
not officially.
Certainly, Your Excellency. So, without further ado, in order to further appraise the court with the facts of the case, the prosecution hereby calls its first witness who was there at the scene of the crime when it happened. He was there. This is it then.
I think I may have worked out what the professor had in mind. What's that? What's the music on your end? What's that?
Music.
What was that noise on your end?
I didn't think my mic would pick that up. It's a
What was
little freaking Febreze automatic spray thing in the corner.
Oh!
of the room. What the heck? You better shut up there. I'm busy. The professor. You mean Dr. Mikotoba?
Yes, clearly. You're the defense lawyer today, not me. But that doesn't mean...
Cosmo.
I love that
Come
animation
on,
where he looks
man.
down and he looks back. Ah! I'm going wild. I'm feral. Why he do that?
Cosmo's too much. He's crazy.
Well, I can still act as your sister.
Ah, of course. When he was speaking with me before, he simply said, Kazuma Sogi must not be the defense lawyer in this trial.
Can you imagine?
That was kind of mean, Remus.
And he laughed at it too. He really has been sticking his oar in, hasn't he?
That's canon, you see? Yunosuke's silly, alright? Maybe, but any help you could give me would be greatly appreciated, Kazuma.
Well, my first piece of advice is rein in that crazy look of your bewilderment and control the cold sweats.
Bro, I just look like that. Come on, that's so mean. Only if you rein in that crazy headband and control the cold stares first.
Nah, he's natural. It's natural.
I just look like that. There he is. This would have been perfect in February. I would have been perfect as him. Witness, state your name and occupation for the court, please. Do you want me to be Hosonaga again? Oh, okay.
My name is Satoru Osanaga. I am the head waiter at the Western style restaurant called La Carnival. He's concerned.
Are you alright? You seem to be coughing up some, Oh, don't worry about it. It's
And he
only a
wipes the
terminal
tablecloth
illness.
with it. That's so unsanitary. It's a
It's
regular occurrence. It really doesn't bother me.
it's just a terminal illness, alright? Don't worry about it. Well, it really should. As everyone knows, the capital's southeastern quarter was developed for foreign visitors some years ago. It's become a very fashionable district now, full of hotels to accommodate overseas guests.
I like how everybody dismisses that man's like extremely ill.
Everybody knows that he's got tuberculosis, I guess. Did they even think it was like, ooh, you got tuberculosis, I might catch it? Like, did they think that back then, or did Lily not care?
I don't. They're not like. I don't know, cause like, huh?
You gotta look up the tuberculosis lore. I'm sure if you look up
Wasn't
stuff
it
about
airborne
like,
illness though?
no, I think it's
Or is it
an
like
infection.
Okay.
I don't know. You know a lot about freaking what's his face, Okita. You know all about that guy. He had tuberculosis at some point.
Yeah, nobody else actually caught it. Actually,
No,
now that I think
I
about
think
it.
it's just
He
a bacterial infection. I think it
Yeah,
just
he was
happens.
just very. He just had a low immune system.
Actually, I literally just Googled it, and Google's never wrong, okay? And it says TB spreads through the air when a person with TB of the throat or lung coughs, sneezes, or talks. Everybody in
Wait,
this room has
what?
tuberculosis.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, isn't it airborne? Like other people get sick. That's not. That's crazy.
They'll deal with it later,
It's literally.
okay?
It's we'll get out the antibacterial like whatever they had, just 100% alcohol or something.
Can somebody get the Glade in here? We got
The Glade. Hold on. Oh shoot.
like actually hold on or just
Just give me a second.
okay.
Just a second.
I'll read this. This grim crime occurred in one of the district's so-called restaurants in Occidental Eatery 3 days ago.
Ooh. No. Hold on a second.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Alright, I'm holding.
Did it? I'm just checking if it like saved our voices.
You're
I'm gonna check our all of them. I'm just gonna check. Wait, when does it start?
Although tuberculosis is contagious, it's not easy to catch.
Okay.
That's what it says. So you can get it, but I guess it's...
Oh, I did!
Didn't I grunt or something? Like, with their noises between us? While you do that, I'm gonna look up Okita Soji, and not the FGO one. There she is. Dang, he died pretty young. I know he had tuberculosis. I thought he died in his 30s. He was only 24. And that seems pretty, like canon to your Hakuoki lore. He seemed like he was 20 something.
You grunted and you went.
Top 10 Dakika moments.
I'm gonna post that, hold on. You were talking about the Glade air freshener. You're like, shut up there.
I didn't know it would be... It is pretty loud, to be honest. Just on my room to
I'm
smell
gonna
nice.
clipped it where we talked about that.
Get that out of here. Okita Soji passed away from tuberculosis on July 19th. Mark that on your calendar.
Freaking talking about the glade. You're like, you told the glade air freshener, shut up. You better shut up there. The Febreze, I meant.
I had to. It just out of nowhere. I didn't think it could pick up. I didn't know it was that loud.
No, I'm not gonna. Hold on, let me trim it there, cause like it's out of context. It's like what talking about.
Shut up there. Well, not to be a complete degenerate on main, but there is some art of Hazuma Hanuka on the TL that I had to read to real quick. That's the guy.
Alright, I'm trimming. I'm gonna post this.
Stopping everything to post a clip.
Yeah. Oh, what you're at is...
Ami Pewy.
oh, that's right there. With 2 eyes, right?
Mm-hmm. Girl, how do you not?
That's... No, it's because I have it saved, but, like, the last time I posted a clip, like, I didn't type the other eye.
Mm. Oh, you know what? Totally forgot.
You forgot?
Yes. I have to take my antihistamines or else I will get itchy.
Oh no!
Yeah. Well, let me not do that. Or else I'll be miserable. Alright, Judge Jigoku, are you ready for this?
let me get back on. No, I posted the clip.
Okay, I'll look at it while you're reading your line. They kind of sound gorilla-like. Oops. Oh lord, there it is. My first R1 press.
I'm laughing because you're like, I really said the 3 gorillas. Understand, Hosanaka-san, you will kindly tell the court everything you can about the incident.
On it, boss.
At once, sir.
And no petty interjections from the aspiring lawyer boy, please. Hey, you can't talk about apologists like that. Oh, perspiring maybe, but aspiring?
It was just past 2 p.m. on the day in question. We had few diners at that time of day. The lunchtime rush was over, and there were only 3 tables still occupied.
That fits in with my memory of it too. There was hardly anyone else in the place.
It was when I was in the kitchen putting away crockery and cutlery. A gunshot rang out, so I hurried out to the dining area to see what had happened. I found the victim, an English gentleman, slumped in his chair. And standing immediately beside him, gun in hand, was the accused university student. He's like, yes, I did it!
Hi! Hold on, let me just clarify something here. Well, I did pick up the gun that I found lying on the floor beside the professor. I didn't shoot him. I believe I asked you to refrain from petty interjections. Ew. The court wishes to listen to the witness's report of what he saw, you amateur. But
the next time you interrupt at an inappropriate time, you will be penalized, defendant Naruhodo.
it could also be pronounced as penalized.
Why?
Don't ask me, like I don't know what who thought of it up.
This is really... Anyways, don't worry, Reinosuke. We'll have your chance to fight back. So now, we must just quietly listen to the witness. Just a lot of...
Ugh. I could just scream right now. If I may confirm one point, waiter. Standing beside the victim with a gun in his hand was the same man we see in court today.
Why
this is
are we
only
laughing?
1-1.
Yes, without question.
I see. Not a hold on it. And apart from the accused, was there anyone else standing beside the victim?
No.
Man, oh man.
It was the deceased.
Everyone stop the
Englishman.
presses.
As a
Start the-
university.
Start the trial over.
As a university student.
Huh? What did you just say? Me? There was no one else around at that table?
What's the matter, Reinosuke?
A lot, to be honest. That's just not right.
That boy just ain't right.
There's someone else over there with him. When I went over to Dr. Wilson to say hello, there was a woman sitting opposite him at his table. Wee.
Really?
And that's not something the waiter could have missed. I've been warned about interjecting, but still, what should I do?
I'm gonna interject again. No, I'm just gonna wait and see.
Let's see. You know? I think that's the right path for us. I desperately want to say something, but I was told not to interject.
Reinosuke, if your parents tell you to study, you're the kind of man who would diligently get to work, aren't you?
Yeah, they're
My parents are dead!
I live with my grandpa, actually, so...
Yeah.
It's kind of mean, Cosmo. You know they're dead. I suppose I am.
Toxic of you.
Your Honor, my friend is being toxic here. I don't think I can be in the same courtroom with him. I'd never gotten into
you
Yume
haven't
University
seen
otherwise.
Toxic.
Rinosuke, have you looked up my name on AO3 before?
But you can't just always follow the rules in life, you know. Well,
Kazuma?
are we learning life lessons by Cosmo? Because I don't remember
Lore?
this. If you don't say what you want to say right now, you'll seriously regret it when you're found guilty.
He said when, not if.
When?
Alright, you scared me. I won't forget that piece of advice in a hurry. And there is something I want to say. And I'm just gonna shut my eyes and say it. Just a moment, please. Dr. Wilson wasn't alone that day. I'm sure of it. There was a lady sitting with him at the same table.
Penalize me, you won't.
Dear me, dear me. What are we gonna do with you? With your blatant disregard for court proceedings, I'm beginning to wonder if you're not a fraud. Could it be that the accused, this mere student, is not a real lawyer after all? But I'm sure of what I saw. Baby. Baby.
I'm sorry, I'm in my own thoughts.
I'm thinking.
Toshinoka-san, is there any chance you're mistaken? Perhaps your memory is offensive, hazy. I like that animation of his hand on the sword.
I like that too.
I heard it again.
It's my guest speaker. Man,
No.
I gotta do something about that.
The
Can I turn it off?
deceased gentleman came to dine alone.
I don't believe it.
I actually have a rough plan for the restaurant as it was that day. Please have a look if you'd like. Let me see. Ah, a sketch of the establishment layout drawn by yourself, I presume.
Pretty good drawing.
That's
Use your
right.
anime?
I'm afraid I used the back of my business card. It was a turbulent situation. However, as you can see, the gentleman in question was seated alone. Well, you're clearly a very consensual? No, sorry.
Conscientious, I think.
Conscientious waiter. Me over here, I've never seen that word in my life.
Conscientious.
Thank you, sir.
For all that reel back, he sure hits it so tenderly.
Right.
Let me not make it too
Court will
loud.
take the plan and add it to the court record as evidence. Well,
I don't want you to do that.
is there a problem? Hand the plan to the court officer at once. Of course. Here you are. What was that about? He's been completely calm and collected till now.
He just realized he's gonna die of like, tuberculosis soon. Jesus. See, that was me, like for real.
Yeah?
Something certainly seems to have shaken him. Might be the tuberculosis, but I'm not that sure. The head waiter's business card. The sketch of the restaurant's layout is on the back. Cut off mid-cough for me. So,
He finished his cough for me.
he did it. He's like, "Ugh." So, the court now has heard the precise of the case. Oh, he's sleeping.
Precipitated.
My goodness. Wait, Judge, before you start digging in, you need to read.
Oh! Yes, at the moment the gunshot was fired in the restaurant.
It's
The
like
only charge
ravenous.
is proximity to the victim was defended and tried today.
Huggy.
It would seem that we're looking at a black and white case here.
I wouldn't go that far.
Defendant Naruhodo.
Yes, Your Excellency?
If you admit your guilt at the stage, the court is willing to look mercifully upon you.
In other words, you may have some small reprieve in terms of your inevitable punishment.
I call this waiter.
I called
Oh,
this waiter
not
as an
him.
unsworn witness in order to explain the details of the case to this court. I also thought that was him. I wasn't going to say anything until I saw Abichi. But I must warn the defense, if you are determined to pursue matters further in this trial, the prosecution has decisive evidence from sworn witnesses who were present at the scene of the crime. What do you think I should do,
What do
Kazuma?
you...
What was
What
that?
do you mean?
Ryunosuke, is everything okay?
Rinosuke.
It's
You
the
good?
listen. It's the underhanded. All right, nobody else but them is seeing it. Maybe the judge could see a little bit, some hand movements from Cosmo, but that's it. Well, I'm
Hand
gonna be
moves are there.
found guilty one way or another. It seems. It's like a spot on the floor. Someone's got to clean that up.
My God.
Wouldn't it be sensible to plead guilty at this stage and hope for a more lenient sentence? Everyone keeps telling me that this trial isn't unusual, about these peculiarities. I can't say words. You've said it, Professor Mikotaba said it, and so has the judge and the prosecution. I'm scared of what lies ahead if I push this.
As I said from the outset, I believe you're innocent. I trust you. And yet, despite knowing that, you're willing now to throw the trust back in my face. Is that it?
Something, there's something I want to throw back in your face. Etc., etc. What?
Sassy?
You're being sassy?
If the accused is in fact innocent, the defense lawyer is duty-bound to prove that innocence by whatever means necessary. Are you just going to abandon that duty? Are you going to give up on yourself? The battle hasn't even begun yet, Ryunosuke. The defense pleads not guilty, Your Excellency. We invite the prosecution to stop making empty threats and bring out its witnesses. Oh! Then we'll see just how decisive this evidence really is.
Kazuma's such a baddie in the courtroom.
Whoa!
He's so bad. God, you're bad! You're bad!
Oh, you're bad. You're real bad. Indeed. Prosecutor Aoshi, please continue with proceedings.
Well, you were warned. The young can be so reckless. You know, many call me a saint, but I can be a devil when I want to be. Ew.
Yeah.
In a few short moments from now, that dumbstruck young mouth of yours will be silenced forever.
Forever.
The prosecution calls its next witnesses. I pressed X too soon, but I managed to read it before.
Asabaro. The Asabaro's until.
Asobaro's, and this is the judge just said. He's like, hold on, I have to retweet this Asobaro. Can I see it?
Whoa! Just now.
I saw that whip earlier.
Yeah, I did. I know.
The flavors, the tones. Anyways, Judge, can you
My
get
bad.
off Twitter and read your one?
My bad. That's on my ship.
Honestly, kind of big brain
Very
for
well.
the judge to ship
Officer,
Asobaro.
Bring forth the witnesses at once. Oh, I get to be the old man. You get to be the other guy. Oh, I don't get to be. What's his face in Trial 1-3?
If you want to be him, you can. We could just pick whoever we want at this point.
Oh, I'm just switching around, honestly.
If you want to be someone, you can. I don't mind.
It was just the voice they gave him. Now,
No, you
which
can do
here
it.
we go.
Yeah, you can be fair facts, fair play.
Fair play.
Fair facts. Witnesses, kindly state your names and occupations for the court. Yes, sir. The Great Nippon Imperial Army's Sergeant Ieyasu knows reporting for duty, sir. I almost said Ieyasu.
Yeah. Myself, I find employ as the
Okay.
juror of fine artifacts of antiquity. Efflorescence.
Efflorescence.
Yeah, of our nation, Nippon.
This guy just says
And
words.
conduct my trade from Rasute, a humble It's the second district,
Yeah, Curio.
Curio Korekuta, at your service. This is an antique dealer and a soldier. What an unusual pairing.
You're telling me. Both of these gentlemen were present at a restaurant on the day in question.
That must be the diner at the diners at the other table that the waiter mentioned. Myself, I habituated the tea of the most exquisite aroma at the establishment in question. Always post-noon, not infrequently converse with interesting parties regarding the
Curios.
curios with which I make my business.
I
don't
can't
know what he's
understand a
saying
word
either.
that old man is saying.
He's an antique dealer, and it sounds like he's a regular at La Carnival.
Okay, Kazuma.
He seeks out potential customers who may have an interest in antiques and tries to sell his wares. He obviously targets La Carnival because of its high-class restaurant with rich clientele. Right,
Clientele.
that's not
Right,
me.
I see. Although, to be honest, that sergeant looks more like he'd be a seller rather than a buyer. What is that supposed to mean?
That's supposed to mean.
Nah, you
He's
both
judging a book
witnessed.
by its cover.
Asogi, this guy looks poor. Now, you both witnessed the precise moment of this most atrocious incident. Is that correct? Definitely saw the exact moment the crime happened, dude. Affirmative. The enemy unit was seen attacking the foreigner what could only be described as an act of war, sir. It was that black uniform rogue infantry man over there who unloaded his firearm, sir.
I remember I didn't catch that in the beginning, that noise. I was like, what's that? I thought it was
This
part of his,
man's...
like, theme or something, you know?
his lore. This man's as impossible to understand as the other. And I'm almost sure I heard a strange noise during that last thing he said. Kazuma didn't hear it.
So, this is the decisive evidence the prosecution was threatening.
You don't have to do that! Like,
Saying that he actually saw the precise moment he shot the victim dead.
yes.
He doesn't have to. But
He loves looking at him.
Well, are you starting to feel uncomfortable?
Already was. If I'm honest, I was feeling uncomfortable from the start. So...
Yeah. Now, the court will hear your formal testimony, please. You will state everything you saw at the precise moment that the incident occurred.
I know I'm like a super big expert at this game, but I totally forgot what I had to press. So... Sir, yes, sir! Standing by the ready to report, sir!
Unsavory memories of a most acerbic afternoon.
Okay.
Okay.
Winning testimony.
I was ingesting a regulation beefsteak at the restaurant while having a tactical discussion with the old man.
Myself, I was extolling the virtues of a particular fine golden curio to the military gentleman.
At that precise moment, a firearm was discharged. I observed the enemy's actions with my own eyes.
Like how this man, like,
Oh!
one gunshot noise went off.
I remember now. You just heard the gunshot. The black uniformed varsity cadet fired on the English civilian, and from the back, cowardly little weasel.
I mean, yeah, I see that too.
Right.
I was on my hands and knees investigating the whereabouts of my mysteriously abscond precious curio.
Right?
I make the good old man voices. Well, so you, Sergeant Nosa, actually witnessed the vital moment? You saw the split second when the defendant fired the weapon at the victim?
Yes, sir. Affirmative, sir. That wicked university cadet, sir. The cruel and unforgivable enemy.
This man is sharpening
Jesus. We all put our weapons away?
Times we live in when an English government man be assailed in the morning light of day.
It's pretty nice nighttime. But But this is ridiculous. I didn't shoot anyone.
Is
Also,
that
you're
really
doubting
true,
me.
Ryunosuke?
Yes, all I did was pick up the gun that I saw lying on the floor.
But why? Just
I put my finger on the trigger and I pointed it right at him. Like, I don't understand.
He's like, oh my god, he dropped this, but I'm putting my finger on the trigger, because, like...
Is this yours, sir? After I said hello to Dr. Wilson, I went back to my table and sat drinking some coffee. Ryunosuke seems like a caffeine gets him anxious kind of guy. I'm surprised he drinks coffee.
Yeah, he's like, gets the jitters.
Yeah, I get the jitters. I can't have too much caffeine. Then, when I finished, I got up from my seat to leave the restaurant. When I noticed an English-made gun next to the chair where the professor was sitting. Literally just picked it up with my finger on the trigger, pointed right at him.
UCG.
Look at this guy. Ryunosuke Naruhodo.
I thought perhaps the professor had dropped it. So I bent down, and just as I was picking it up, got
Just
stuck
laid on
underneath
the
the
ground.
table.
Just laid on the ground.
Honestly.
Well, if that's the truth, there was obviously a criminal on the scene. Criminal on the scene somewhere. And somewhere in these two witnesses' testimonies, there's a clue as to who that criminal was.
There is?
Ryunosuke, you must exercise your right to cross-examine the witnesses.
Cross-examine?
Cross-examine these. Do it now.
Okay, Your Excellency. Cross-examine these nuts. As we have heard, Your Excellency, there is no room for doubt in the testimony of these witnesses. The defendant is clearly guilty. It's time to bring this despicable student to justice. He's sleeping.
Really, the testimony the court has just heard eliminates all vestige of doubt. Therefore, it is my great duty to...
He keeps interrupting you.
He's so rude. He's so rude.
God, Ryunosuke, it's just your life.
What in the
It's
name
on
of
the line.
the Emperor is the meaning of this outburst?
Oh, I'm bursting. I mean the defense, demand its right to a cross-examination. Oh, I said it.
Cosmo's so proud.
Yes, that's my man. That's my boy. That's my boo thing. Like, slaps his ass. Damn me, damn me. Let me guess. Oh! The Hachimaki headband boy next door told me to do it. How pathetic. Huh?
He's like,
How did he know? The prosecution objects. This is a clear waste of time. The defendant obviously has no experience. How could he possibly carry out his cross-examination?
The defense is asserting its right to a cross-examination. Whether or not you think he's capable of it is irrelevant. Got him.
A gulp. Kazuma is so commanding.
Very well. The defense conducted cross-examination of the witnesses. Alright, this is where the battle really begins, Ryunosuke.
But I don't even know where I have to do in a cross-examination.
Isn't it obvious? You have to expose the lies in the witnesses' statements.
It's not obvious you have to cross-examine them, duh. Come on. Ow!
You didn't fire the gun, which means what the soldier said has to be a lie.
Well, yes, but...
It's just a case of proving it, and the key is doing that is evidence.
Right. Evidence.
All you need to do is present some decisive and indisputable evidence that proves the witness is lying. Ooh. Now let's go, Ryunosuke. Don't let them beat you.
Wait a minute. Where are we going? Oh. Alright then. It's all or nothing. Little baby slap.
He'll get there. He'll get there.
Ooh.
Yeah, cross-examine animation is so good.
Yes. Should I press everything, or should we just...
I mean, we know what's...
I feel like for this first case, you know...
Yeah, it's ouchy, we don't care. Also, getting stuff wrong now will equal penalizing.
It would. Alright. I know it's the fourth statement. I won't present it. I'll press, and then I'll present.
Okay,
So,
yeah, I think that's what I did.
get a little bit of banter in here, at least. So this black uniformed university cadet, you're saying that was... Ugh. I've had just about enough of your sauce, cadet. Ryunosuke?
Not a hodo, saucy.
Saucy, breaking it down sexual style with the sauce.
He's got the sauce, Your Honor.
Indecipherable. Nobody knows what that means. Who else did you see around here in a black uniform, I mean, well, there's someone standing right next to me who fits the description
Why did he do this?
Cause it was you, you little weasel. You unloaded the firearm on that man. He made it sound like he just unloaded, like, the whole round on him. Like, he just kept shooting him.
Yeah.
He's so violent.
You want what he's having?
Bah, 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 bah. From behind his back, you call yourself a citizen of the great Empire Nippon? You disgust me.
I feel like we should press everything. I feel like we should press everything, but, like, present what we know is right.
Yeah.
Oh my god, the way he just looks off into the distance.
It's like,
What is it, Ryunosuke?
I'm not quite sure. Something that Sergeant just said, but I can't put my finger on it. Something's playing on my mind.
In that case, check back over the details of the evidence you've gathered in the court record. And if you find an inconsistency there with that, what the witness just said, then don't hold back. Present the evidence to the court. Thrust it in the witness's face and make him choke on it. Why did he say it? Why did he say it like that?
Not now, Kaza. Maybe after this, but...
Soon that would
Kazuma.
happen in later RP.
In front of everybody?
Yes! I pressed the first statement, I went back to the beginning.
I was just gonna present it and then start pressing afterwards, but that's fair.
No.
No! Okay.
Where are you right now?
Why aren't you saying anything? Is this a new interrogation technique? I hadn't actually thought of what I wanted to ask.
I forgot he did this.
Silly.
Just ask about anything that catches your attention. Anything that bothers you.
Alright, then, why do you keep looking at me like that? This beef steak you mentioned, what kind of food is that? Beef steak is a delicious cut of veal, vigorously cooked on a cast iron grill and served piping hot. Oh. If food could receive medals of honor, beef steak would be almost as highly decorated as a cutlet. Right. I see. Thank you, sir. So, next question. You don't have to raise your hand, okay? This cutlet you mentioned, what kind of food is that? Attention! Cutlet is a delicious cut of veal tossed in breadcrumbs and deep fried in cooking oil. Oh my god, some of my hair got into my nose. I'm gonna die, hold on. It was just in my face. Right in the nose.
My god.
Accept your guilty verdict, atone for your crimes, and be released from prison. Try it! Yes, sir, I will, sir. On the double, sir.
Sorry to interrupt, but how about trying to stick to questions that are relevant to the case?
Oops, sorry. I'll do my best. He said oops. So, next question. Is it just me, or do you keep hearing a sort of wah crying sound? Negative. Well, at least you've learned that he's a big beef lover.
He's still just affirmative. No, he did that. I don't remember that.
I don't remember that either. I love it when Kazum is just outwardly annoyed.
Yeah, he gets very annoyed easily, I see.
A little hot-blooded. I wonder if, well, it's not easy knowing what questions to ask. No freaking kidding. Alright, old boy. Let's see what you have to say. I have no idea what you're talking about.
A Koban boy?
Koban? You mean an old Edo coin?
The day prior to the incident, a treasure of exceptional value from the Hoei period.
This is a scary sprite. If I saw that...
Yeah, entered my possession.
I like that.
Myself to the restaurant the following day. With said item secreted... Secreted? Oh, sorry.
Not secreted. That's a different meaning.
That
I think
is
it's secreted.
Secreted? Oh, but does it also go to secreted?
I think it is just secreted, right? Because like secrete is like when something's oozing, like leaking and stuff.
I know, but is it spelled the same way?
I think so. This thing was jizzing in my bosom pocket.
I know secreting. I know secreting is like the oozing. Please, not this. I can't. It's caught on stream. I can't believe it. Secreted in my bosom pocket. In the hope of an Flynn. Oh God.
Oh, here we go.
Appraised of its indisputable value being present.
He's got a point. Not gonna lie. So, you were hoping to sell your Koban coin? To Sergeant Nosa, who you met at the restaurant?
That man broke. Everybody know it.
Even Ryunosuke looked at him, he said he looks like a poor. Why is he in here? Yes,
wait.
quite...
There's a clip of Maximilian. The people that make edits with him in it is really funny to me.
It's quite clear where you're going with this boy. Link it to me. You're listening to it right now? You're about to assert that a penniless soldier would have no hope of purchasing a precious Koban. Presses R1. Isn't that so? Well... You little upstart cadet. You want to add suspect against superior officer to your list of crimes, do you? Blatant subordination. No, I didn't say anything. Although penniless might just be the word I was looking for. I'm telling you, he walked in here, Ryunosuke saw him, he said he looks like a poor. I don't want him in here.
In any case, the hour was already advanced beyond that of the midday
Luncheon.
The remaining previous few present, with whom I had engaged in discourse, about matters of business.
At Twitter user Korakuta.
Who was grappling with this braised veal at the time was my sole prospect. This man's like taking every word, but he's just like, I'm not processing this.
I see. I'd be doing that too.
Yeah.
At that precise moment, a fire was discharged. Number 15. A baby? So, you're saying you actually saw me at that time? Affirmative. I saw you. Laughing, cackling like a madman as you trained the barrel of your gun on the English civilian. God, I would love to see Ryunosuke like that. But that's impossible. I only...
Hold on, I have to...
Hold on, Renos. Got to clean this stain on the floor.
The baby slap over here.
Girl, you weren't
Allow
even, you
me
weren't even
to
following
confirm
along.
just 1 point, please.
Unbelievable. What's that, Private?
Thinking carefully about the statement you just made, it seems to me that it must have been just after you heard the gunshot that you looked over to the victim's table.
And so if it was?
Oh,
Well, if that really is the case, it would mean that you didn't in fact see the precise moment when the killer actually fired the gun.
Ugh,
He just like...
and double R. My sixth sense. Sorry? My sixth sense of danger. I picked up the waves of murderous energy radiating for your foul mind. Oh,
he's got a
Yasunosu's an
foul mind.
empath.
Oh my god.
Hey, if you picked up the sense of danger, why didn't you stop John H. Wilson from being murdered? Like, you just let it happen?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, is he didn't say anything. He's like, oh my god, he got shot! Ah!
Oh no. Which means a split second before you pulled the trigger, I was looking right at you, cadet. Surely that's not really possible, is it? Do you think I'd have got where I am today in the army if I couldn't sense danger in the air, son?
Well. There he goes again. It would seem this soldier is absolutely convinced that I saw you do the deed.
This is not good.
how about you for your pussy?
Are you gonna press this last one, or are you
Alright.
just gonna...
Nah, press the last one.
preventing me
man
from
said,
getting to 1-3
"Oh."
on your hands and knees? I'm pretty familiar with that. Could you explain that, please?
That's right. Spurning the arthritis, I was in the order to receive the last piece. What last piece are you referring to? The Koban, of
Jesus.
course! The exquisite Hoei Regent Koban coin! I'm sorry. I just been
Sorry for
showing
blowing
the
up
rare
like that.
treasures of the military man as he masticated his meal. Why is he using these words?
Pull your mustache.
Oh my god.
Beard.
After averting my eyes from the briefest of moments, it was there, no more. It simply vanished. This man was trying to steal your stuff.
The Koban vanished.
Hence I began to acquaint myself with the intricacies of the floor. Is that what it says?
Yeah.
No.
Intricacies. Yeah.
Okay, of the floor in order to locate it, and then it happened. Yeah, PTSD. You heard the gunshot, you mean? None other than, though it was no concern of mine. I was
This man
frantically
hears
scouring
gunshots all the
floor
time
for
if he
the
didn't care.
aforementioned lost treasure. He was looking for his coins, and he freaking took it from him.
He didn't care. So, in fact, you didn't actually witness the precise moment when the incident occurred?
Ah!
That's all he had to say.
Indeed, myself, I did not. Alright.
Okay. I have no idea what I'm supposed to do here.
Listen, Ryunosuke. We know there are lies lurking in those statements. It's time to expose them.
I understand that. The question is, how?
Like I said before, the key to this is using evidence that you've collected. You can examine and present evidence while a witness is giving testimony by pressing R1. Go through each witness statement and the details about each piece of evidence, and compare all the facts. Alright, sometimes those don't stick out, and like they are grabbing at little straws.
Do you remember this precise thing this person said at the very beginning of the trial? If you didn't,
my brain?
good luck.
Somewhere in there.
Somewhere in there, you'll find something that doesn't add up. In other words, an inconsistency.
An inconsistency.
When you find a statement and a piece of evidence that seems to contradict each other, present your evidence with triangle and rip the witness apart.
I mean, I won't go that far.
Kazuma, I know you're mad about other things right now. You're being real chill about it right now. But like,
I know it's festering within you, but try not to let the demon out while I'm
just
in
be careful,
trial.
Because if you assert a contradiction that has no basis, you'll be given a penalty. If you're dealt too many penalties, the defense's case will fall apart and they'll receive a guilty verdict. So that's it. Pursue the evidence in the court record and find an inconsistency with the witness's statement.
Will do, partner. Alright, I'll give it a try.
Alright, partner.
Howdy, partner.
You can hear the witness's statements over and over again as many times as you like. I forgot he did this! You keep your head. You keep your head and be measured in your attack. Good luck, partner. That's like a rare animation. He doesn't do it very
rare
often.
Kazuma. That's an SSR Kazuma if I ever saw one. I'm presenting my evidence.
This man over here... Yeah, present your evidence.
What did you present?
There's a picture.
Be like, it was
You're
obviously
gonna
the
do
autopsy
this?
report. We're all silent here, huh? Yunosuke's like, I feel good. What are you playing at, cadet? What is the meaning of this subordination? Thrustings, a photographic print of my mustache?
I can see Ryunosuke like having his head held high, but like he's really far stretched out on the tips of his toes with like the
Showing the picture.
photo. Yeah, in his hand, and like Cosmo's like holding like the back of like his like university jacket, like so he doesn't fall over the bench because like he's really trying hard.
He's being goofy about it. He wants everyone to see. Inconsistency, sir. I mean, yes, there's a clear inconsistency here. What nonsense. How can this print possibly tell us what we don't already know? Well, obviously, I know what I want to say, but the words just won't come out of my mouth.
These little
I
baby
think
slaps
this
every time though.
proves beyond any doubt, Your Excellency, that there's no place for an amateur student here in this grand courtroom. Uh-oh. First confirmed, Oh, this is so frustrating.
So frustrating. It just scoots over to him. Ooh.
Hello.
Oh, please. Surely this doesn't require an explanation. It couldn't be more plain. Oh, the first!
Yo, Samurai on a mission? Ooh! Kazuma's so cool. I wish I was just like Kazuma.
to spell it out would be an insult to the court.
Kazuma, what? That's a rare Ryunosuke,
Wait
actually.
until it gets to the beat. You know the beat.
What are you talking about?
It's apparent from a single glance at the photographic print presented by the defense. Dun, 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 dun.
Tots and Kazuma Sogi moments. Just let it loop.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, he got some edge game. That there's a clear discrepancy here with the sergeant's statement.
What?
Sergeant Iesanosa.
Yes, sir. What, sir?
The statement you just made was this.
Let's get calm down a little bit, too.
Uniformed. Yeah. Varsity cadet fired an English civilian from the back, the cowardly little weasel.
Yes, sir. Affirmative, sir. I witnessed the crime with my own military-grade eyes, sir. You said yes. Oh. But, no, that just can't be. And why not, cadet? Because...
I'm... Don't say that. Hold on. Take a closer look at the print.
Dang it, she caught me.
The victim, Dr. Wilson, died from the bullet wounds of the chest. He's just like,
Ah.
ah!
Ah.
According to your witness statement, the culprit shot the victim from behind. And that is the obvious discrepancy here. Well, how do you explain it? Oh.
There he is. Oh, well...
Is that a baby?
What? What was that? Something just popped up from behind his back, but he pushed it down again.
Sergeant, there is a clear discrepancy from the facts here. Would you not agree, Sergeant Nosa?
Yes, sir. At this juncture, that would appear to be indisputable. Witnesses be just perjury, and they don't get penalized
and
for
they
that.
don't get in trouble? Like, you're not supposed to do that?
Well, I mean, honestly, lawyering is pretty new in this country. It's like a day or two old, so I'm just trying to get it right. Until the moment I heard the firearm discharge, my eyes were firmly fixed on the delicious La Carnival steak, sir. What?
Sorry, I'm taking in his theme. The last statement the court heard was proven one thing beyond all reasonable doubt. This witness? Sergeant Yesa Nosa did not see the defendant firing a gun at all.
That's absurd.
I think the conclusion we must draw is simple. There is no place for an amateur prosecutor here in this grand courtroom. Oh.
He said it can work. I can't even say that. This
You got people chatting.
Yes, ooh, watermelon. Let's go. There's been a complete turnabout in the mood of this trial, just in that one discrepancy. Kazuma, that was pretty epic. So, this is what being an ace attorney is all about. His name is DGS.
His name is DGS.
But I definitely saw him. That university cadet there. He was pointing the firearm directly at the victim's back. But I never fired the gun. All I did was pick it up off the floor.
Man said, "Hi."
Hi.
Hey, Your Excellency is sleeping. Can we not disturb him?
And you, old man, didn't see the moment the victim was shot either. This man was on the ground.
He's backing it up down there. Busting it down.
Myself! Oh, shoot. I was too busy looking at the baby. I accidentally pressed thing. And you, old man, you didn't see. Myself, I have already been quite clear. The gunshots interested me not. It was far too busy on the floor.
Oh, yes. You were looking for your Koban coin, weren't you?
Indeed, the prize era Koban. Hunting around under the table I was, in case mayhap it had fallen there, and then it happened. The gunshot. You heard the gunshot, you mean? Indeed I did, but I heeded it not, for I was concerned only for finding my abscond away treasure. Nothing could distract me. Out of interest, did you find the coin in the end? No. I see. That's what I say.
I see. Quite.
That lamentable day the precious Koban was lost to me. No doubt some unscrupulous scoundrel, I know that word, but I don't know, pocketed the prize coin for himself. This man's like, I gotta feed my family.
My family.
And I am sure everyone present is aware. This case demands a swift and decisive resolution.
Swift.
Our government has promised to send a full report to Great Britain by telegraph. That won't be the only thing. This very afternoon.
Don't even worry about it, eh?
It's actually already been sent prior to this.
Been sent. Don't even worry about it, Judge.
Nevertheless, the witness testimony the court has just heard was inconclusive. No matter how subservient your government feels it must be to the British, it will be unforgivable to deliver a verdict to the trial right now. Or on this trial. This is your position, Prosecutor Ouchie. Or sorry, what is your position, Prosecutor Ouchie?
Worry not, Your Excellency. The defendant may have fled.
What the
Fled a
fuck?
tiger at the front gate? Wait,
May
fled?
have fled a tiger at the front gate, but he will find a wolf at the back.
Wait, okay.
This guy have a stroke or something? My witness has a further testimony to make. Explain. Upon hearing the next statements, it would become abundantly clear that there was only one person who could have possibly committed this despicable crime. The equally despicable defendant, Ryunosuke Naruhodo. What?
He really seems to have a despicable opinion of you, doesn't he?
This is to have a hot partner. Ugh.
He's just jealous.
Jealous of you and your massive titties.
Very well, the court invites the witness to testify again.
He's jealous of Ryunosuke's full head of hair.
You will thoroughly explain the reasoning behind the prosecution's allegation. Is that clear?
Crystal.
As clear as a Kiriko glass, Your Excellency.
I know.
Yes, sir, at once, sir. Awaiting signal to testify, sir. Excuse me, but there's something or someone peeking out over your shoulder, I think. Affirmative. The newest member of the Noza family to rise up to the ranks, sir. Name, Ido.
It would seem those straps are a sign of the sergeant being too strapped to afford a nanny. Why is he so aggressive?
Kazuma, you
He's
know
very
dang well
mean.
you can't afford, like, freaking alimony or, like, child support. He is being sassy, though. It's funny when Kazuma just acts like this.
Right?
Ido, tension! Your father's about to quell the enemy. Watch and learn, my boy. Alright, boys. Even if what I saw wasn't the precise moment the fire was discharged, it's almost the same thing. I didn't see it, but it was making it count.
Yes, pointing his gun at the foreign man he was. That young lad in black. That much I myself did see.
Furthermore, a visual search of the premises at the time confirmed that we were the only personnel present.
Ah, indeed, alone he was, the Englishman, dining all by himself.
Therefore, no one other than the black uniform cadet could have dispatched the gentleman. Englishman, I mean, over and out.
I remember there was like 2 glasses on the table, right?
Yeah, wait.
Well,
That's nonsense. The victim, Dr. Wilson, wasn't alone at all. Please, enough of these outbursts already. But there was a woman. There was a young woman at his table. You must have seen her. Everyone there must have seen her. If you call yourself a lawyer, then you will respect the rules of the court and speak accordingly. You're not here to listen to your fantasies. Ugh. It is evidence beyond all reasonable doubt that the victim was alone at the time of the incident. The prosecution has a photographic evidence of this fact. Give me that.
give me that. Is this a photograph print of the scene of the crime, Counselor? Oh, there was not 2 glasses here.
Indeed, of the table at which the victim was dining, taken by an investigator immediately after the incident. As can be plainly seen, there is only one place set.
Certainly, based on the appearance of this print, it would be reasonable to conclude that the victim was not in the company of anyone else.
Arg. This doesn't make any sense. Arg.
The court will add the new photographic evidence to the court.
Record? A bottle of carbonated water and a
some
steak
reason, the
lunch
words
can
should
be
not
seen
come out
at
of
the
my mouth.
victim's table. You know, like your brain stops. You're like, wait a minute.
Yeah, I was like,
You
court.
just start. I don't understand. What's going on here? It's just not possible that no one else saw that woman. Kazuma, you got a little nose on you, huh?
What?
I said I like his nose. I don't know why. The point? He got a little nose on him. You know?
Yeah, little point. It's like a little pointy right there.
Yeah, he got a little pointy nose.
The waiter before said the same thing. He maintained that Dr. Wilson came to the restaurant alone as well.
That's not true. I saw her. I swear that I saw a woman with him. Phoenix writes classic line. Are you sure you saw what you say you saw?
Are you sure you're sorry? You're saying you're sorry.
It would seem that we'll be able to telegraph the report to Great Britain on time after this. The witness testimonies we just heard have leave no further room for doubt.
Those of These are very sensitive political times, as we all know. The ink is still fresh with the treaty with Great Britain. To think that I, Takasuchi Aochi, will have contributed to the amity of these two great empires is an honor. Oh, Renosuke shambles! I don't think we've seen this so soon. What's gonna be happening? Oh my god.
That's how he'd be acting.
Just ready
like
to rule. I could
screech
just
from him.
scream right now.
Stand tall, Ryunosuke. It's not over yet.
What?
If what you say is true, then there's something going on here behind the scenes. Now is your chance to expose it, to draw out the truth, in your cross-examination.
I don't know, Kazuma.
The defense is entitled to cross-examine the witnesses, but make it quick, understood?
Rules can be so unbending at times. Ugh. Classic Ryunosuke line. Can't forget about that one. Bum bum. I guess we're pressing everything, huh?
Yeah.
No. That's not the same thing at all. For a start, I didn't fire that gun. We have our difference of opinion on that. The opinion of a uniformed officer versus that of a fledgling cadet. I don't think so. Consider this, defendant. Just a moment ago, I blinked.
Yeah.
Did you? Did you see it? Did you see me blink? How could I? And yet, it's an undeniable fact that I did blink. Bro, literally nobody cares. This makes no sense. So, there you have it. Have what? Attention! The sound of the firearm rang in my ears in the very next moment. I saw you waving the gun at the Englishman. Making it sound so violent, like he was just
What?
holding it. I think that says it all, don't you? Ugh. Let us not forget that the antique dealer witnessed the accused in his most incriminating position as well. Isn't that so, Kodakuta-san?
This
Literally
Mr. Quiet Eye.
Shaking in his boots. Yes, it may be true that I was holding the gun at that point in time. I told you already. That's only because I picked it up off the floor. But obviously, as the culprit, that's the only way you could explain it away. I had just finished drinking my coffee and I was about to leave the restaurant when I noticed a gun at the floor at Dr. Wilson's feet, so I picked it up. Ryunosuke kind of a sweaty boy, too, you know? As long as CGs, you notice he's just sweating. And at exactly that moment, a gunshot rang in my ears. HMPH.
Beyond your control, life is.
Sorry? What do you mean?
In your case, you found a pistol on the floor and picked it up, which precipitated this testing predicament.
Korakuta-san got a little too close to the mic.
Whereas, conversely, I failed to pick up the Koban from the floor and found myself in an equally testing predicament as a result. Why are you so close?
Anyways.
Anyway, the fact remains, myself, I did see you, with pistol in hand, standing over the foreigner. Like I said standing over, and I was like, wait.
Standing at him.
I'm like, which is it?
Furthermore, Oh, I don't have to read this. My brain was thinking about something completely different. Becky, I'm not gonna lie, I was thinking about case 1-3. You
Stop it out there.
I want to see him.
Stop throwing your temper tantrum.
You must have noticed someone at Dr. Wilson's table. There was a lady there. As you have been at pains to point out time and time again, I feel I'm growing a callus in my ear. And yet no one appears to have caught even a glimpse of this woman. Ugh. If only there had been more people dining there at the time, then someone else would have noticed her.
If Cosmo is still there.
Cosmo was there.
Unfortunately, I was already past 2 p.m. when it happened. Quiet time between lunch and dinner in any restaurant.
I know. Of course the place was almost empty. It's what you'd expect.
Certainly, 2
Does this
p.m.
matter?
Neither here nor there in terms of a time to eat. I wonder if there was a reason why the victim was eating at that time of day, and why he was low.
He's a hungry boy. Yes, Your Excellency, there was indeed a reason. There was. This was found in the victim's jacket pocket.
Oh god, finally, this is what we need.
Thank you.
He done did this to himself. If he didn't show this record.
You shouldn't have. He should have been like Edward and just withheld evidence.
Update autopsy report.
Oops.
What is that, Counsel?
Excuse me. It is a medical report card, Your Excellency. It would seem that the victim had an appointment at a clinic prior to visiting the restaurant.
At a clinic, yes. It would indeed appear to be an entry for the date in question. 19th November. Noon to past 1 p.m. The very day of the incident.
So the victim went for a late lunch following his appointment. The explanation shouldn't be more simple. The prosecution felt no need to submit this evidence before, as it really has no bearing on the case.
I wonder. What do you think, Ryunosuke?
Well, it is hard to see how it could be related, really.
Remember, you can request for it to be entered into the court record as evidence if you think it would be useful.
Should I ask for Dr. Wilson's medical report card to be submitted as evidence or not? Better not. Might be too risky.
Yeah. I don't think I said better not.
I didn't either. I'm not sure I can really push for it to be submitted as evidence if I don't really know why it might be relevant. That wouldn't be good court etiquette, really.
Don't tell me you're worrying about court etiquette at a time like this.
Shut up, Ryunosuke! Damn! But my father always brought me up to be respectful and polite.
And guess what? My father is dead.
He's dead now. That's funny. Then the freaking wiki is
Right,
the
now
Phantom
you can't
dot.
s- Huh.
The Phantom.wiki is completely wrong about this because I think it only says that Ryunosuke only mentions having a grandfather, but there's the evidence to
He
prove that
mentioned
his
his mom
dad's
and
here.
his father.
Yeah,
He mentioned his father twice now.
yeah, twice. His grandfather at some point. What if his grandfather gave him something, which is why they mentioned it?
Was it the guard on his arm?
I don't remember. It was definitely something.
I
It was like, oh, my
forgot, I
grandfather gave me
forgot.
this. Oh no, it was like a watch or something?
There's a trinket. Something
Yeah.
like that.
It was something like that. I think in the DLC case, I think. But I think just you mentioned
yeah.
his father, of course. Like, my dad always taught me to be respectful.
Right
You
now,
should
I
like
can't
him a
afford to
good boy.
overlook anything, no matter how insignificant it may seem to be. So let's ask for this medical report card to be added to the record. It won't be a problem, assuming you're polite.
Yeah, polite's my middle name. Alright, I'll do it. As politely as possible.
He screams.
Yes! If I may, I'd like to ask for that medical report card to be submitted as evidence, Your Excellency. On what grounds? I'm not asking you, Ouchie. I'm asking the judge. Okay?
I'm talking to the judge? Actually, he did scream at ouchie. The yes was on ouchie.
The court has already heard conclusive witness testimony. Additional evidence would be extraneous. Not to mention that the victim's movements prior to this arrival at the restaurant are of no concern. What if he got followed by a killer?
Whether or not they are of concern is up to us to decide. You have a right to explore all we have a right to explore all possible avenues.
I beg your pardon?
You have no authority to refuse a perfectly valid request for the submission of evidence.
Get him. Kill him.
Yes. Very well. The court will grant the defense request.
Youngsters these days are forever asserting their rights. It's a most disturbing trend. Not too fond of gay people, personally.
Officer, kindly add the victim's medical report card to the court record. We have to
Okie
look at
dokie,
it.
boss. A medical report card from Hada Clinic that was found in the victim's pocket.
What we need right now is new clues. We have to explore things from every possible angle, even if they don't seem relevant at first.
Right. I hear you. I say that too. You can conspire to prolong this trial as much as you like, but it's the day after the festival already for you. Okay.
Nobody says in court when they're mad. Nobody ever does.
HMPH. Or perhaps you'd forgotten that these witness testimony leave no room for doubt. Feel free to reiterate for the accused, Korekuta-san. Korekuta-san. Dying all by...
Do you want to press them all, then go to the court record?
Sure. Let's do that.
Okay.
That's what I would do. So you...
So you extra saw that? We don't ask you, did you?
The victim, Dr. Wilson, died alone.
I thought you said died alone.
He just died. I mean, technically.
Yeah.
I did. Forgive me for the position I placed you in.
That's what people say before they draw Rinosuke. Show the testimonies of the old man, the soldier, and the waiter all agree on that point. Isn't that interesting? And let us not forget the incontestable evidence we have to support their statements as well.
Steak, juicy and
As can clearly be seen, a steak, a bottle of bubbly. There was only a single beefsteak on the victim's table. A meal for one.
A bottle of bubbly.
I don't know, it looks like LaCroix. Might even be Purell.
There's some other
Seltzer water?
Other seltzer water. Alka-Seltzer?
I know my boy be drinking that Liquid Death. Do you have Liquid Death? Have you seen it? Uh-oh, that must have been too much for you, huh?
I have not. I was thinking. I'll see what Cosmo's doing.
Have I seen Liquid Death? It's just, yeah, it's a little seltzer. I mean, you can get it without the seltzer. It's like, it's just canned water. That's literally what it is.
Gotcha.
Yeah. The bottle's cool.
The
I like
antique
it.
dealer,
The can.
the sergeant, and the waiter who testified before. It's not possible that they're all lying.
Cosmo.
But if so, then why? I'm perfectly honest, I have absolutely no idea.
Thank you,
That
Cosmo.
wasn't him.
I like the idea that Cosmo was like, maybe they're lying, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Why aren't you telling the truth?
Sometimes when the words keep going, I don't realize that the name has changed, and I'm just looking at the words. I'm like, oh, that wasn't me.
So you're just looking at the person who's speaking it, which is a big issue when it comes to Kazuma.
Yeah.
What did you say, Cadet? I clearly remember. There was a woman sitting across the table from the professor. Perhaps one of you might not have noticed. But for both of you to have failed to see the professor's dining companion? It's just not possible. Sus.
Guys, they're looking away at sus.
It's sus. I'm pretty sure they, like, vented.
Unfortunate for you, Defendant Naruhodo, it's not just a case of those two witnesses alone.
Sorry?
The waiter whose testimony the court heard earlier clearly stated the same thing. He also said that the victim was alone.
That's right. Precisely. In other words, you are the sole proponent of this phantom lady. Man, these prosecutors love you, like, this phantom person you thought of. Get some new material. But if such a woman were indeed present at the scene, the prosecution demands to see proof. And if no such proof exists, the prosecution demands no further mention of this phantom woman be made. It is a blatant waste of the court's time. There's nothing I can say to that. You still think about that liquid death, Kazuma?
Yep.
Gross. What? Whoa.
Excellent work, Ryunosuke. You've gleaned some new information now.
Why is he flashing? Well, yes, but I don't feel like it changes much. I can't see that it brings any real discrepancies to light. Grin!
Smiled!
Grin!
I wouldn't be so sure. Let me see the medical record card you got there.
Oh, you mean this?
Yes, this is a brand new piece of evidence, so perhaps we should examine it in a little more detail.
How
exactly?
Kazuma, I need to be honest with you, I never learned how to read.
Kazuma, help!
I don't know how to read, man.
Oh, I've got to do the tutorial, hold on.
Live slug reaction.
You notice that some pieces of evidence bear a magnifying glass. Those are the ones you can examine.
True.
Press X, you can take a closer look at the piece in question.
So true, King.
Use up, left, down, right.
Uh-huh.
That did not go in the order that you just said to me. How dare you? To rotate the evidence in all directions and examine it from all
You're
angles.
right. I hate Kazuma now.
Use the up, left, down.
Left, up, left, down, left, right, left,
Oh my God,
left.
he didn't do it. He's not doing that. You can move the cross around to upper clues that may have been missed here.
Becky, you're completely wrong. It's in his POV, okay? You might be looking at it in his point of view.
Right.
It's Kazuma's left, you're right, alright?
Okay, I see. If the crosshairs start to pulsate, press X to investigate further. When he says it like that.
Not gonna lie. Love it or hate him, he's speaking the truth.
What'd you say?
I said love it or hate him, he's speaking the truth. Not gonna lie. Think about you laughing at him saying pulsate, like that's childish. That's an insane person behavior.
He gets petty for childish things. Why can't I be dumb?
So, partner, let's go.
So, partner, I think you should take a close look at this medical report card. See if there's isn't something new to be learned by examining it in more detail.
Alright, I'll see what I can do. Well, I mean, I'm not.
You have to say it like I did. Do it.
I need to use the right joystick, up, left, down, right, comma, the left joystick,
You wouldn't read all the words.
up, left, down, right, comma, and X to inspect any areas of the evidence that look suspicious. Oh, I thought he was gonna
We're going right in.
going.
Oh my god.
I thought he was gonna keep going, man.
What are we gonna examine first? The name or the obvious?
I can't find anything out of place. Yeah, let's
Wait.
look at the name.
What the heck? Oh my god. You never see, like, Cosmo's sprite ever again?
You don't. He's shy. He doesn't want to be seen after this trial. It says Hada Clinic on this medical report card. You know, I learned how to read recently. I hate clinics almost as much as I hate hospitals and surgeries.
Aren't they all the same?
When I was 5, I caught the only cold I've ever had in my life. And I remember, even though I felt awful already, I had to have this hideous injection in my right arm. Ugh, I'll never forget it. Never in my whole life.
Most people would give their right arm to have had only one cold in their whole life. Anyway, I don't think this is a clinic where they treat people for illnesses like that. Let's keep looking for clues. We don't want to miss anything.
Right. Guess we're looking at the back.
What particular in the back? The
Dentist. Yeah.
Okay.
It looks like this medical report card was first issued quite some time ago. Of course they crossed the date out, you know?
It's probably a record of short-term treatment.
Long-term treatment, actually.
Oh, sorry. Short-term, I mean, because I think he's dead. He's dead.
Okay, you're right.
Long-term treatment, that's fine. With a family doctor, I imagine.
Well, I can't imagine going to a doctor, I mean. As long as I'm alive, I'm never consulting one. I have a feeling this is why Ryunosuke didn't live that long.
He didn't go to a doctor. He got, like, gravely ill. He's like, I'm fine. Next day he ate.
I'm never going to a doctor.
Well, if you're dead, there'd be no point. So you don't like doctors then?
Why would you? They make you drink horrible tasting medicine and they give you painful injections.
I like how he's just, like, afraid of, like, hospitals. I'm like, I understand.
Right? And then they demand lots of money from you for the privilege, all when you're at your lowest ebb. You know
You're
what?
right.
You got a point.
You're right. I go in for a checkup, a simple, like, and they charge me, like, $300 for a visit.
Anyways, can you pay your bill soon? Or we'll send you to the to jail.
You
We'll kill
sound
you.
like a model patient. Hello? With a bad sense of stubbornness, no less, for which the only cure is very bitter medicine indeed. Cosma, like, chill.
Kazuma's never been sick before. Alright, let's look at the little dog note. Little dog ear, I mean.
Let's have a look. This is some kind of medical history. There's an entry for the day the professor was killed. Extraction of molar with topical
Molar.
anesthesia. Extraction? Oh, that's not...
Extraction of molar? You mean he had a tooth taken out?
It would seem so. Just before the incident had a bad tooth removed. Somebody got online, I couldn't see my next word. Perhaps they used laughing gas. That's the most modern practice in the West. for
Like giggle
obtaining-
juice? Yes, I've heard of this anesthesia.
Anesthesia.
Although it's hard to believe there's anything that could actually stop you from feeling pain.
There's a cautionary note from the medical practitioner as well. Strictly no food or drink besides water for 3 hours post-procedure until anesthetic effects have passed.
Really?
Sounds like information worth bearing in mind. It's been updated!
A record of dental work. On the day of the murder, the victim had undergone dental treatment and been prohibited from eating or drinking anything but water. With this new information, the meaning of that one particular statement totally changes.
So I think it's time we it's time we listen to the testimony again, don't you?
Definitely. For sure. Whose was it?
It was the
Oh.
wasn't
Second to
it?
last one, I think.
Yeah, Korekuta?
Yeah. Because he said dining all by himself, so I think that's to prove, like, hey, he can't eat, so...
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It would've been so funny if I was wrong.
That's the only one that I mentioned where he was like dining alone. He was like, wait,
It just would've
yeah,
been funny
he is
if it was
dining
just
alone.
wrong.
But remember when I kept like thinking the chair not facing the table was something? I don't remember that.
Oh yeah, little red herring.
I'm like, it's not facing the table. You're like, yeah, that's kind of weird. They don't point that out, but that ain't it. And I'm like, But I saw
Yeah,
the
because
medical
they
record, I was
really
like,
did it. Because I was
Yes.
thinking that too.
Oh yeah. And then we got the medical record, and then I'm like, oh, I said he ain't supposed to eat. There's literally a big chunk on.
A chonka well, I think,
About what? How are you with the Wittering lad? Call yourself a lawyer?
I wish I could. First and foremost here, I'm the accused.
Ryunosuke.
Yeah, babe?
Everyone stumbles on their words occasionally under the circumstances. It won't? I wouldn't worry about it.
Thanks, Kazuma.
Ah! I could see it quite clearly in that cross-examination you just carried out. When you raised your hand straight up like that, so purposefully.
Yo, is this the time? Like,
You know exactly what it was you wanted to say.
that's pretty... I don't know. He, like, bites his lip.
Don't feel like you have to choose your words carefully. Just say what you're thinking. Okay, and then he, like, blurts out something.
All right. And thanks for the advice. You're so welcome, partner. Korekuta-san, this is a medical report card belonging to the victim. What's it belonging to you?
Ah, shit. I don't see a word of it, boy.
That noise. I don't know why, it was funny.
What?
You sound like a door.
I did?
Yeah, you. Comparing what is written. Hello? Comparing what is written on this report card with your witness statement. Oh, still got the baby something. Something clearly doesn't add up. Dear me, have you forgotten my words so soon, you amateur? Sorry, what? You're not to enter court proceedings with your amateur drivel. I'm literally presenting evidence. Freaking Takasuchi ouchie head ass. I'm presenting evidence right now, man. Let's see if I can explain words you might understand.
I literally just presented this. What are you talking about? Remember when I started getting mad?
He's going on his power trip. Sometimes these prosecutors just keep going, and you're like, you need to shut up.
I was like,
literally
this
doing it
trial
right
lasted so long because Ouchie kept interjecting, even though he told us not to interject. I'm like, boy, if you don't...
now. He knows he's a one-off.
I'm about to slap your bald head. I'm putting my hand and slap you right in the middle of the head, okay?
It's gonna resound through the entire courtroom.
It's gonna be louder than Ryunosuke slapping the bench. I like
It was after 2 p.m. in the restaurant when the victim was murdered in the restaurant. I hope he said restaurant twice, because I'm not gonna lie, I looked at it, but I didn't read it.
Oh, man.
Whatever he may or may not have done before that time is completely irrelevant. So you're gonna tell me if somebody gets murdered, you're not gonna look at what they're doing beforehand? What if he got followed by a killer? Like,
Wait, killer.
but that's
Remember, Ryunosuke, you don't have to use clever language or fancy words. Just make your point.
Your Excellency, I believe we're finished here. There's surely no need to prolong this trial
Your
further.
Excellency, he just interjected in front of me presenting evidence? I don't understand.
Your Excellency is snoozing right now, alright? He's not even listening. The witness testimonies the court has heard have been clear and concise.
He doesn't even let me talk, actually.
He don't. He's so full of himself. This medical report card has no bearing on the matter at all, for the simple reason that there was no one else besides this pale-faced The medical report card has nothing to do with the case. Do you really believe that? Damn Ryunosuke. What? That outburst have petrified me, boy.
He slammed his hands down like a man.
He did. Hey, Ryunosuke. They dropped. Of course I believe it. How could it possibly be relevant? That's because Hara Clinic, which issued the report card, is a dental clinic. A
Yeah,
dental
Marina,
clinic? Is that supposed to mean something to me? Perhaps if I told you that the victim had just had a tooth extracted? Nani?
What's this now?
And furthermore...
When they say, and furthermore, and on to the next lie, and
There's more?
there's more.
If I told you that as a result the victim had been forbidden from eating... Just what are you trying
Cosmo
to
over
say,
there, like,
Cadet?
clapping on the other side. He's like, good job.
Damn, that was pretty good. They had orders not to eat, so what? Why would he have a
What?
steak? Is he gonna swallow it like a snake?
That
It's all
rhymed.
written... It's all written up in here. No food or
Up
drink
here?
other than water for 3 hours post-procedure while anesthesia wears off. What? No, that... Can't...
People don't read. People like that say, I got the report card. Like, they don't even open it to read it themselves.
He's just like, I have it. It's not irrelevant. Looks away. Korakuta-san!
What, boy? What?
As you just heard, when he was killed sometime shortly after 2 p.m., the victim couldn't have been eating anything at all.
No.
Additionally,
There is.
uh-oh, there's more? You have assured the court with unwavering self-confidence that the victim was dining alone. Ah, like a man! That cannot possibly be the case. Ugh. Because the victim, as we know now, had just had one of his teeth extracted and was still experiencing the effects of the anesthesia.
Yes,
Get him!
oh. Expertly done, partner. Oh, he's like, oh,
Ooh, he's looking at him.
he's looking.
Wow, that S-curve of your back. What is this nonsense, you little upstart? These are baseless accusations. Just look at this photographic evidence. Oh,
Yeah,
you
he's-
didn't point to take a wiggle. You can clearly see the plate of food at the victim's table.
Use your head. This the very discrepancy we're talking about, or can't you follow the logic?
Get him. How dare you?
That's how I felt it. How dare you? I think it's fair to say that the tables in this restaurant case have. Ah, dang it.
Bro,
I think it's fair to say
you're
the table from this
so
restaurant
funny.
case have turned.
Cosmo's so
Would
funny,
you
like I
agree?
cannot stop laughing right now. Huh?
He's just
Why does he
paying
not
attention to that
listen?
dumb arm. He doesn't.
He just stares at Cosmo. He doesn't even listen to him. Huh?
I agree.
Yes,
I do.
most
Yep,
definitely.
I understand. So having undergone some dental surgery, the victim was unable to eat, which leaves one very crucial conundrum. Who, in fact, was eating the pitched beef steak? The Phantom Woman. The court will hear the opinion in the defense on this new puzzle. I assume you're ready, counsel?
Not really. Council. Oh, that means me, doesn't it?
Alright, the answer to this question is going to be, pivotal. This is the start of your turning this trial around. Show them what you've made. What you're made of.
Got it. So, the person eating the steak at the victim's table must have been
Wait, we can't get in trouble here, right?
I don't know. It was me, obviously, though.
Are you presenting me?
I'm presenting me.
I think you can get in trouble. If so, it's my fault.
It didn't pop up, so...
Okay, yeah.
I think it might have been me.
What? Everyone's like, what?
It's not enough that you took the man's life.
Trouble.
Right? Literally gets thrown into jail. Kazuma has been writing on this. He's like, I believe in you. He freaking throws it away because he's stupid. You took his meal as well? It's a bee sting on a crying face. Huh. Some people seem to think they can do whatever they like.
And some people seem to think they can say whatever they like.
Hey, Kazuma, come on, let's talk about this. Sorry, you're right. Of course I didn't eat it.
Look at you. Then next time you make a quip like that, I'll make you eat your words.
You just literally start strangling Ryunosuke.
Then you'll be needing some dental surgery yourself.
I'm gonna punch you so hard you're gonna knock your teeth out, Ryunosuke, if you don't get your act together.
Or I promise.
Please, Kazuma, knock my teeth out. Alright, I get the message,
Alright, which one are we doing?
I guess the victim himself. I know there's a point where Kazuma's banter doesn't change. I don't know if it's this part,
I forgot. Yeah, oh, his baby slap.
Oh, I didn't even, hold on. There we go. The victim himself, obviously.
What? Ryunosuke, come on, pull yourself together. The victim couldn't have been eating at all. You just told the court that yourself.
I don't remember. Oh, yeah, of course. I thought it didn't sound quite right.
Look, you even stunned the judge with that ludicrous answer.
Alright, then I can use a state of shock to give me time to think and come up with the right answer.
I suggest you think it through more carefully and try not to shock me in the first place. Or try to shock him in the first place.
You're right. Sorry, no death threat from Kazuma this time? I know he literally threatens to kill you.
I think he does threaten before we put, like, the unknown third party.
Okay, let me do the two witnesses, of course.
Yeah.
I bet it was the sergeant and the antique sealer, Nosa-san and Korakuta-san. Are you taking the cake, cadet? You think I'd share rations with a decrepit graybeard?
Oh my god.
Jesus.
Entrust me by associating me with the brutish carnivore, would you?
You're both present at the scene. Neither of you can deny that you had the opportunity. You addle-brained idiot! I had my own regulation beefsteak set before me at my own table. Foreshadowing. And any soldier worth his salt will tell you, you seize whatever rations you are put in front of you.
It would seem you may need to reconsider your answer, Counsel.
Kazuo must be so embarrassed right now. Of course, Your Excellency. Not this one.
Okay, Cosmo's like,
He had enough. He left, actually. He wasn't even in the room. Alright, as unknown third party. Obviously, it can only have been someone else who was sitting at the professor's table. You will not let this go, will you? There was no such person. There was, because I saw her.
When the incident occurred, we know that the victim couldn't have been eating anything. Yet he had evidence of had eaten steak on his table. Therefore, the only logical conclusion to that there was somebody else there eating it.
Erga.
We have strong evidence to support our assertion. It's clear that those witness testimonies are unreliable.
Kazuo read his script. He was pretty surprised.
Yeah. If the court decides to push through a ruling at this stage, we will lodge a formal complaint with the Minister of Justice and pursue a fair retrial relentlessly.
This Kazuma is looking pretty scrumptious. Kazuma? Are you insane? Well,
He might very well be.
have you seen him? Like, you would take on the government?
Don't worry, Counsel. I have no issue with you.
What do you mean?
I have issues with them, the two witnesses in the stand. What?
What are you talking about? Your notes to give Mike Wazowski.
Demonstrated with evidence that the victim was not alone. So if it now turns out the two of you deliberately lied with giving your testimonies, obviously you will be charged with perjury. There he goes. That's what we want to see.
Thank you. Get them. Kill them. Execute them right now.
This is the only time somebody talks about perjury.
Honestly, like, towards them. I know at some point later in the game, someone's like, oh, perjury, but I don't even think... I think...
They don't care in the British courtroom.
They don't. They just do whatever they want. Friggin'...
Yeah. Ryunosuke got, like, exposed to, like, the toxic court over there.
If Ryunosuke's Eastern sorcery had a hand in it.
That trial killed me. And since this is a murder trial, you will be deemed complicit to the killing. Or in the killing. Complicit in murder? No!
Yeah! Hold it. Holding?
You didn't have a hold it.
I almost dropped my controller. Negative. There was no mention of this at the tactical meeting. I was just following orders.
Uh-oh.
It's coming
That's
out.
right. As the man says, just as you've never shot the gentlewoman. Oh. That's what they told us. Ow.
Fellas. What? What did you just say, Koraguta-san? Oh, he's scared now. Shaking in his boots.
Oh. No.
You were just following orders?
Now hold on, lad. I was... Say you never saw the gentlewoman.
Grr.
When you say gentlewoman, do you mean... you saw the victim with the lady from overseas?
What? What is the meaning of all this?
I mean, your witnesses kind of just outed themselves.
It did. Whoa, you're telling me. Now, hold on a second. Oh, ouchie. You're telling
I
me
was just
these
like, I
witnesses,
didn't know anything about this.
these witnesses gave false statements? Is this true, you pair? Just one simple sip of the tongue. Excuse me. Rinosuke, damn.
Order. Counsel, explain what is going on here.
Oh, a classic.
It's painfully clear now. You tried to prevent those witnesses from telling the truth.
Kazuma got the prettiest eyes.
He do.
Absolutely not. The prosecution knows nothing of this. Oh. Then who's behind this? Who tried to make you keep your mouth shut? Uh-oh.
Well,
That's classified.
So you're prepared to be tried as a conspirator to this murder, are you?
You wouldn't. This can't be happening.
Rinosuke.
Yeah.
Judging from the way they're reacting to this, I say they were sworn to silence by someone with considerable influence. However, I don't believe Ouchi had any idea about it.
Look at me sweating his head off. What are you saying? I mean, to wield that kind of influence, there are only a handful of possibilities. Could have only been the government, the military, or the police, I suppose.
Ah, yeah, I remember this part now.
The police.
Well, any ideas who might be behind this? We have confirmed who tried to silence the witnesses.
Hey, don't forget to look at the court record. I literally just remembered.
I know, because, like, we don't know, literally we have to turn over the business card.
I think that's something you would have to discover on your own and be like, oh, right.
Right, because I remember that was like, wait, what's on? I think I did this when I first got it, but I didn't understand what it meant.
I think, yeah, because only recently, when you get the medical report, does Kazuma let you know, like, hey, you can actually turn things around, if you didn't know that.
Right,
Like...
yeah, yeah. That one is just like, maybe we should go back and look. Also, man, to see that, it would be so cool to see this animated, like, they forget to look at this, and then, like, Kazuma kind of pulls it out, and he's just like, he turns it over, but, like, Rinosuke's not watching, and then, like, you just hear Kazuma from, like, the side of the screen, he's like, well, that's unexpected, and, like,
you got this planned out.
Rinosuke stumped, right? He's like, well, this is unexpected, and he's like, huh, what was that, Kazuma? Because, like, they get stumped, they're like, he's just like, take a look at this, you know?
I could see it as well. That's you got that planned out, mapped out.
Yeah.
He's like, you know, the classic Yuichi Nakamura.
He's like,
Naruhodo ne. Well, I looked at the business card, so you're gonna have to do it too.
I am already there. That's why I was just like, that's why I said that one line.
I don't. I thought
Well,
you were
I'm ahead of the game. I'm ahead of the curve.
You're ahead of this. What is?
Look, do you see it says the witness's name here? Satoru Hosonaga.
Well, yeah, business cards do tend to show the person's name. That's kind of the point.
It's not the name that's unexpected. It's his job title.
His job? Oh! Chief Inspector Satoru Hosonaga, Primary Criminal Investigation Division, Imperial Police Bureau. You don't have to read all that. Alright, you just stopped. Inspector? What on
He's
earth?
not a good inspector. I will just say this again.
What do you mean? He definitely didn't directly lead people to die.
I didn't read because I was laughing to myself. What did he say? What does Cosmo say?
He said, I have no idea.
But let's face it, the police have a lot of power and influence. They're wielding it somehow here. It's been updated.
This, on the front, it stated that Hosonaga-san is a police inspector. It's just that easy. Back to the game.
Of course. We'll need evidence before we make any firm accusations. Evidence that proves whoever it was really did wield his or her power here.
Okay.
Hello?
Is it Cosmo saying something else?
Wait, no, I just read.
Does it? Oh! I was blind. Wait, I accidentally hit autoplay. Hold on.
Oh my god. She's in shambles.
But how? How could we possibly? Listen, something Cosmo says prior to that, like, for some
Have we made
reason.
progress before?
Yeah. Look, if you go back, he says they're wielding it somehow here, and then down there, he says wield his or her power here. I thought you read the one beforehand.
Oh, I can see where that.
Yeah.
I got you. I was like, no, I passed that.
You could hit me with the Omnipress X.
I thought you were on the one where Inosuke was saying we need to look at the evidence. I didn't know if you read it because I went into the court record by then.
Did you read?
Huh?
Is Rinosuke saying before?
Wait, what?
What is on the screen right now?
Before, yes.
Alright, before?
We examined this piece of evidence in more detail and found a new clue as a result.
Oh yes, that's right.
Well, that's not the only piece of evidence we have, is it? We need to re-examine everything and make sure there's nothing we've missed.
Okay.
There's no time to lose. I'm about to sneeze. I want answers.
I want to see Cosmo sees in the anime.
If it proves that these witnesses have been manipulated, I assure you the penalty will be severe. Why didn't they kill Hosonaga?
He's executed for
People
lying.
think that man's spicy.
He's
Oh,
alright. I think you get TV
They like
if you
that
kiss
little.
him.
They like the little spiciness there, like the gray.
They want him to cough in
Hold
their
on.
mouth.
Hold on.
Becky,
I want to see how. No, how old is he?
he's like 30 something, 32.
Ah,
30?
he's 30. Oh,
30.
sorry, he's 29. No, he's 29.
He's almost there. I'm 30. Listen, people, look at him. Don't you want him to cough in your mouth? Like, alright.
Ew! What is wrong with you? Stop! Get with your next sentence.
Please wait, Your Excellency. I have no idea about any of this. I swear to every Shinto god, I do nothing.
And what does the defense have to say about all this?
Say about what? Those aren't my witnesses.
Yeah, what? I didn't bring them in.
What to say about this? Like, nothing. I was right. Well, Your Excellency. Ugh, no time to think. I'm just gonna have to close my eyes and shout out the first thing that comes into my head. Well,
That's not a good idea.
shuts eyes. So get Cosmo.
Oh, we got a penalty. We can't be funny here.
Or can we?
We could be funny once. Do you want to present Cosmo?
I presented Cosmo.
You immediately.
There. What do you make of that?
It got quiet. I think you're right.
What if it was Cosmo? What if Cosmo did kill him?
You may want to close your ears as well as your eyes.
Ow.
Otherwise, the size of disappointment in the courtroom may very well deafen you.
Dang, they were sighing at him like, oh my god.
You're like,
What's wrong with him? He's like mentally ill, isn't he? Oh.
oh no, he didn't comment. That's so
didn't.
sad.
Oh well.
What
If
if we
you
what if we
feel-
present to somebody else?
I present Eugen?
That's what I was thinking.
I know you get an achievement for presenting Eugen at some point, but I think that's in the second game.
that
if
was in the
you-
second game because it's with.
Oh yeah. Voice trial. If you feel you must close your eyes in a crisis, might I suggest you keep your mouth shut next time too?
Dang, roast him.
Ow. Otherwise, I may have to use the influence I have in this courtroom to shut it permanently. What influence do you have, boy? I don't know what it is about that prosecutor exactly, but he really makes me wince in pain sometimes. Oh, I get it. I get it.
Ryunosuke.
That's pretty funny, Ryunosuke.
I
But
don't have a
damn.
great deal of influence myself, but believe me, I can find other ways to make you keep your mouth shut as well.
Kazuma? Alright, don't get angry. I'll think again.
There must be a clue somewhere in all the evidence in the court record. He did get angry, and I do remember that line now.
Actually, now that I think of it, there might be some I know what I have to the first name. It's Satoru Hosonaga, age 29.
Why are you presenting Eugen, though?
No, because that was in the second game, so I just didn't present
I know,
Eugen.
but I wanted to be funny to see it. It might be the same.
My bad. I already presented him.
I'm presenting Eugen on my own accord.
Alright, tell me what they
It's
say.
there. What do you think of that?
Might say the same, right?
Wait, let's see. Oh. Yeah, it's just the same. Don't waste it. I thought it would say something different.
Ripperoo.
It would be cool if Kazuma like grabbed you up by the color of your shirt, you know, like a certain somebody else that did in Dual Destinies. I mean that everybody talks about that. Like
Actually,
that's
it was
always
in Spirit of Justice. I'm sorry.
Even though I didn't remember that case at all.
yeah, you know, I was like he grabs you up in 3D.
Literally forgot about it. I don't know what it was. I erased it from my memory, I guess. It wasn't even a bad case, so I don't know why I forgot it. It was actually my favorite case in the game. So literally, I don't know why I forgot about it. Did you present your guy?
I am presenting the right person.
Also,
here.
Naga the fucking guy.
Kosanaga, son. The writer who took the stand early. Sorry, the writer? The waiter?
What's he writing?
I'm getting tired.
That's fine. When we get to the to be continued, we
Yeah.
can stop. Poppycock. Yeah. What possible reason would the waiter have to make these witnesses give false testimony? Not to mention the fact that even a head waiter could not. That's it. That's what he said. Press X.
Yeah. For once, I would agree with you.
Yeah?
If, that is, the man truly were a waiter. I like how he leads up to, like, I do agree with you, but actually, no. He, like, revokes his statement.
Well, yes, but actually, no. You know? Well, if he truly were.
Come on, Ryunosuke. Time to hit this court with the truth. The truth about Satoru Hosanaga's real identity, as proven by this evidence.
Can we do something real quick? Can we just look at the pin?
Oh, yes, I forgot.
Yeah. Let's look at
What
it.
do you want to look at his number on the back? 00901?
Oh, I didn't look at the number yet. I just look at the front. I mean, Ryunosuke just speaks, so... the symbol of Yume University. Every student wears this pin with pride. It's funny, but most emblems seem to be either round or rectangular. I like the spike design, even though it doesn't really make any sense. Although it does cause some problems. Lots of students end up cutting their fingers on their badges.
Why is this so pointy?
Perhaps it was the idea of one of the founders? Sharp pin for a sharp mind or something? Then I look at the number.
Okay.
My personal student number is engraved on the back here. If you lose your pin, they won't accept you as a Yume student at the university. You may not come in, they say. Of course, you can get a new pin made if you just tell them your number. I've actually lost mine twice already, but I still don't know my student number by heart. I always say to myself, I mustn't forget it, to write it down somewhere. But then I forget not to forget that. Oh, Ryunosuke.
He is so silly.
Alright, now put your the waiter's business card. Hi!
I'm like, turn it over!
Turn it around! What is this supposed to be? God, they always do that. They're like, what is this? Like, just literally look at it. Like, turn around. Judge.
Sorry, I saw a comment on my TL. Somebody replied to my like, how dare you tweet? They're like, who is this man?
Who is this man? That's the one and only.
My pride and joy?
Alright, Judge, get off Twitter.
Sketched by the man in question. I agree. It shows a great deal of attention to detail, but I'm not sure we can conclude anything.
Sorry, Excellency. That's the back of the card. It's the back of the card that's of interest.
I beg your pardon.
This is such... Whoever decided to give the judge this expression, like... so good. Or perhaps I should have said the front?
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's the front of the back of the card. That's what the telling detail is. Rinosuke, tell him to turn
card
around.
Over here?
Turn it around, man.
Would somebody please explain what this overexcited student is trying to say? Hosonaga-san sketched the plan of the restaurant on the reverse side of his business card. The front of the business card reveals the man in question's profession, his true profession. The waiter's profession? But that's surely...
It should say waiter. Uh-oh. First,
that's
good
right.
gracious.
The card reads, Chief Inspector, Primal Criminal Investigation Division, Imperial Police Bureau.
I can't believe Kazu was able to say that without tripping over his words.
Yeah, I know, right?
What? The waiter is a police detective? I haven't heard of any mention of this before. Why haven't I heard any mention of this before?
The Imperial Police Bureau has immense power. Absolute power, as far as regular civilians are concerned. So, witnesses, they're in the stand.
Ding ding.
When it is in fact the waiter who gave you your order, was it he who told you not to mention that you'd seen the foreign gentlewoman at the scene?
Well... Holding.
Oh my god, this theme is so good.
Nani? Inspector Hosonaga! This theme is great.
I love this.
Yes.
I was worried. I was worried something like that may happen. The moment you asked me to submit my sketch as evidence, I realized it was a possibility. And we're just gonna go back through the flashback.
Well, is there a problem? I had to point to the court officer once. Of course. Yes, I remember now. He did act strangely when the judge asked him to hand over his business card. To be fair, listen, you gotta give Hosonaga credit. He do be saving evidence.
Flawlessly. It's my guiding principle. He does. But I let myself be distracted when I made that sketch. It was an unusual, careless mistake. One of many. I'll say that.
You mean to say you really are a detective? But why would a detective be working at a restaurant as a restaurant waiter? Of course. Your salary must be...
I was working undercover. Ryunosuke about to out people they broke.
Undercover? For some reason, that's what he really likes to do, huh?
There's been a series of incidents at the restaurant recently.
Like, you're actually poor.
In order to investigate, I decided to get a job there as a waiter, working undercover. Incidents at the restaurant? What kind of incidents?
Just a few incidents.
It would be classified police information, which I am not at liberty to divulge. However, I can state, categorically that they are unrelated to this case of homicide.
So you homicide.
Very well then, Inspector Hosanaka. But you will elaborate on one point for the court. Of course, Your Excellency. You just heard new information from the two witnesses beside you. That at the time of the shooting, there was in fact another person present at the victim's table.
The victim's table.
The victim's table. That is indeed true. Clearly, you would also have been aware of this person's presence, having served at the table in question. However, your testimony did not allude to their other diner. Therefore, I am led to assume that in your professional capacity as a police officer, you require these witnesses to be in agreement. Would that be correct? Correct, Your Excellency.
Unbelievable.
Well,
Cosmo, that's fucked up. You know, they should have said fuck at just once. Literally just once. They should have let him say it.
It's like the fifth bang I've heard. As soon as I heard the gunshot, I ran out to the kitchen to see what had happened. The victim sat slumped in his chair, and beside him, gun in hand, stood the accused student. Standing opposite the victim at the same table was a young lady who I assumed to be an English woman.
I mean, if she looked white, then...
So the truth comes out. I immediately sealed off the restaurant and reported the incident to the Bureau. It was then that I received some special orders.
Special orders? You mean to say...
Remove the Englishwoman from the scene at once. It was made clear that the Englishwoman's presence at the restaurant was to be concealed. Those were my orders.
But what if this Englishwoman is the killer?
Well, he's ahead of his time. I think it would be in everyone's best interest not to pursue that idea.
Big brains.
The Emperor views the friendly terms of its relationship with Britain more highly than anything at the moment. An Englishwoman has been murdered. Englishman had been murdered on soil. To name an Englishwoman as the primary suspect, well, without irrefutable evidence, that would be completely out of the question. Oh, he's looking.
Wow, Rinosuke, that S-curve.
Of the Phantom Woman in the case.
I think you should get a uniform a little bigger in size that really hugs you. That is not right! Were we dotting?
We're dotting.
Alright, fellas, let's dot in time.
One possibility does spring to mind.
What do you mean, Kazuma?
Yume University is currently hosting a number of exchange students from Great Britain, and I'm fairly certain that one of them, studying in the medical facilities research laboratory, is a young Englishwoman.
What?
You're a shrewd man.
Get him.
I can see why you're the chosen cadet for the overseas study tour.
You mean...
When I removed the woman from the scene of the crime, I thought it would prudent to check her identity first. And the court deems that the name of the woman in question... Sorry, I can't read. Then the court demands that you name the woman in question at once, Inspector.
No.
The Englishwoman sitting in the university professor's table was a certain Miss Giselle Brett. She is indeed a foreign student studying in the research laboratory at Yume University's medical facility.
Oh, what is happening here? Kazuma's got a headache.
I admit that under orders from the police bureau, I erased all evidence of the lady's presence at the scene. I ordered these witnesses to make no mention of her in their testimonies. It must now be up to your excellency to decide how to do with this situation. He's like, yeah, this is not on me.
They just told me to do it, so
That's why Hosonaga didn't get in trouble.
pretty much. I mean, he should have.
Very well, my thoughts on the matter are as follows. Thus far, the case presented to the court has been underpinned by a particular crucial premise. Premise? Namely, that the victim was dining alone. However, as we have now discovered that this premise is false, it would be a... What is this? I heard again.
Desecration.
It'd be a desecration of our justice system to ignore the truth and give a ruling at this point.
But, Your Excellency, that would mean missing the noon deadline of a ruling in order to send the telegraphic report to Great Britain. Our own government would surely be very displeased by such actions.
Calm yourself, Council. I will not allow the government or country or others to influence the proceedings of my court.
You're so cool, Aga.
Back to Hosonaga. Yes, sir. You will locate this Giselle Brett and escort her to the courtroom with the utmost urgency. At once, Your Excellency.
But that means you'll be going against the special orders you were given for the police bureau.
She gets off the hook anyways, it don't matter.
So I don't know, who cares?
Before, it is my guiding principle to carry out all investigations flawlessly.
So it won't be a problem? This man's suffering from long COVID.
There he goes. Nothing will get in my way. As he's dying.
At least Becky can be rest assured that he probably didn't live too long after the game because of the fact that he had tuberculosis, so...
Court will adjourn briefly. The prosecution must call the English student Giselle Brett to the witness stand. Do I make myself clear?
Yes. Your Excellency!
Man, this man freaking kisses toes. You just know it.
I guess.
Oh. Good. Then we will take a 30-minute recess before we go. Rokobini!
Stop that. I don't like it.
Stop it! Disgusting! Gross, where do I
TBC.
even put my save file?
My save file, I'm gonna put it in the latest open one. And I'll save them all over that one. And that's pretty much what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, I have the first file here.
It's going on 17. Let me know that it's on 17.
Oh my god, I almost saved over episode 5!
No, don't do that. Wait a minute,
Oh,
everybody,
God.
hold on a second. That's it. It's over.
What happened? What did you do?
Oh, no, I'm done playing. That's what I mean. We hit the to be
God,
continued,
the way
right?
Yeah, the way you said it. Yeah, the way you said it. Oh no!
No, I don't want to talk about that. No.